Hey guys, they're hearing us now. Hey guys, welcome back to the day 2
Hey
of
guys.
our stream. Here it is Thomas,
from GG.
this one, and then
Yuli.
Stefano, Yuli from GG as well. They're gonna co-host. They're gonna mostly watch, but also commentate and say stuff, support. And then we have obviously my boy JDZ.
Of course. You know, Italy being down, you know, they had to add some support.
We need more
help.
cheerleaders, man.
you need some more cheerleaders to come in and help even the playing field. I see. So we got 3 versus 1. That seems a little unfair, but it is 3-1 right now. So we will see how it turns out.
That's the thing, man.
I'm feeling pretty pumped. You know, got my next USA gear number 2 on right now, ready to do this. I think they're ready to get it started.
So give me a second that I want.
We had some slight technical difficulties, but we'll let everybody go ahead and spill into this thing. Quick recap, like I said, USA is up 3-1 with Matt Uber, Nice Boy, and Young Sexy MF falling to James Ark, and also Lucas going down for the American team. So it's still anyone's game. It's a tight match. Anything can happen in these matches, but Italy is a little far behind right now, and they want to go ahead and see if they can take James Ark out and even the playing field a little bit. What do you guys think about that? How you feel? How are you feeling right now on the Italian side of this whole thing?
Well,
Thomas?
not so good. James Ark had a stunning day 1. We'll see if he can keep it up also in day 2. And
okay.
Obviously, we are with our guys. We know our friends. We know they are good players, as also the American ones. So let's see who will win.
Of course, and as we mentioned yesterday, Thomas, I don't know if you were here, but it's all for fun. It's all for pride. We know that these teams, all these players are extremely talented, and anything can happen in these games. So it's really, nothing taken away. But we just want to see high competitive matches, and we'll leave it at that.
1 second, I'm sharing the screen.
We all think. I think so.
Sharing the stream. Okay. And I'm gonna do it on GoatFormat.com as well.
Also, a curious thing is like the strategy that the two teams put up to choose in which order the players and the different matchups should be. Like probably Team Italy choose to put Matuber first, like a jolly. So maybe if he would have been in like his great day, he could have gone crazy, because like the deck, that's it. The deck. You can play against the best players, you can play against the best decks, but if that's your day, if you have luck, you can win anything. And I think that was the strategy of the Italian team. Unfortunately, it didn't go so well. But Matthew Bird done his job. He won 1 game, 1 match. And then the other ones are a lot of Chaos Turbo mirror matches, I saw. So that's like kind of dice roll. Not in the sense of who wins the dice rolls wins, but who sees the best cards, and we will see.
We will see. We'll see.
Do you hear Thomas well? Just for the GD?
Are they in? Are they hosting?
I'm asking.
I'm sorry.
Do you hear Thomas well? Did you hear him well? Even the chat?
Oh yeah, I can hear.
Okay,
absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can hear. Can you hear me? Am I coming in clear?
English,
how about chat? Can you guys hear it?
Yes.
I think he's asking the chat.
The chat. Okay.
Yeah, guys. It wasn't 1 hour late. I thought it was starting at 19 because James Ark told us 2 hours later, right at the beginning, and then he said at 20, so it was different. Is JDZ as toner? I wanna smoke a bit.
I wish, man. I'm currently not. Maybe one day I will be. I'm just super chill, man. I'm just naturally chill. I think if I was a stoner, I'd be too
even
chill.
No,
I'd be way too chill, man. So yeah, I'm just a super chill. I'm just a super chill dude, man. That's all. Shout out to you. And smoke them if you got them, man. Light it up. 420 all day somewhere. I don't know.
1 second, I'm gonna change the sound thingy.
Are they hosting though? I can't tell if they're hosting or not already.
Let me see.
Because I think Juve is hosting right now. Is he hosting? No,
They said so. They said he would be hosting right now. The password is the same as yesterday. Do you remember?
Okay, I do.
Okay, perfect.
Perché non è password invece?
Eh? No, the password di Watcher.
Ok.
Okay. So what did I want it to do? I wanted to move the sound there. But how do I do that? Yeah, I cannot do it.
Come on. Super kebab.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
Okay.
Lo sposto qua perché devo vedere bene, ragazzi.
Okay, I think they started.
They started. All right, let's go ahead and get on in there. Where is the?
At least, yeah, they started. Okay, I'm in. I'm waiting for you, JD. Puoi chiudere la porta? Grazie. Are you in?
All right, I am in.
Okay, guys. Thanks to all the watchers for coming and check this out. I hope you like it. We like it. We will like it for sure. Let's cheer for Team Italy. I'm gonna restart the who's gonna win thingy on the YouTube chat. Let's see how it's going today. And good luck to both the players. And thanks for JDZ for coming by and being our co-host even today. And
of course, I'm here for it.
I would say they can go. Even if I don't know how to write in English.
And they can, and they're off. So in the blue corner, we got Card Goodman account, James Ark, again in a 3-1 advantage over Juve in the red corner. You want to tell us about Juve? We know about James Ark, but you want to introduce Juve 89 for the viewers who may not know who that is.
Absolutely. He's a very, very old school player. He even played at the 2005 Nationals in Italy.
Oh.
Wow. What a start, though.
What a start.
Wow.
Double regenerating mommy.
Oh.
And
love to see it. I'm down.
He even went to the top 16 at that event. Even if there wasn't top 16, it was only top 8, but he reached almost the top 8.
Hey, hold real quick. Hey, the stream is saying they can't see the game. You got the cover sheet on still. You got to take the cover sheet off.
Oh yeah, sorry boys, sorry. My bad.
Nice.
My bad.
All right, but right now you got James Arcus came out with the Delinquent Duo, and Juve sent out the Trap Death Shoot and the Heavy Storm is what we've missed so far.
Yes.
And then James Ark go ahead and sets up one monster and passes over. Oh, he doesn't no pass. He's still main phase 1. Sets 1, T set, pass over to Juve. And that's where we are now.
Let's see. So Juve is starting with 2 card less. Let's see how that moves game.
No one likes to get Delinquent Duo'd on turn 1. That's always really, really hard to manage.
Also, guys, can you tell me if the stream is going well? You see me, JDZ? Is it everything fine? Do you hear well? Thank you.
Juve going to slap down that Exile Force.
Okay.
With maximum prioritization, sends it to the graveyard, popping. What's he got here?
Oh.
Sangan. Hate to see that. You don't like that.
It's
Nobody
Sangan.
My God.
Hitting the Sangan. We don't like that. You know, if you're the red team, you know that's a rough one.
Yes, in this scenario, probably he was forced to take out the set monster.
But maybe I can go back and so we can stay.
Also, probably if he did have both Excite and Blade, maybe afraid of Reijeki Brack, he decided
Yeah.
to go straight off to take that monster out and try to get back.
And then I think grabbing that Tsukiyomi was a pretty smart choice on James Ark's part. But that might be giving some information. Maybe James Ark is holding the Sinister Serpent already.
If Juve would have started, it would have changed the game. Because now you see there's a Thunder Dragon in the end. So oh my god.
Well, he took them out both. I think it's
we are under a train.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
All right, Duo dropping out both Thunder Dragons into a trap dash shoot. Okay.
Nice.
Like if the hand is not broken and he can fix it, probably with the knowledge of what he's playing against too, if he does draw strong like reinforcement into Blade Knight, and he can get back in the game.
Yeah, if he has a follow up, he can for sure like get back the game at this point.
Depends now what he sees.
They still refuse to banish for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they usually write them down, so that's fine.
And are you guys hearing me? Because I'm hearing myself twice. I'm hearing some feedback. I don't know if the chat can hear that or if you guys can hear that.
Yeah,
but I'm hearing
I should use my my thingy. Let's see what they say. Stream is great, no comment, please. Oh, here, okay, it was Sangan, game 1 over, cursed. James Open Duo every game 1. Oh my god, lol. The rock, paper, scissors was incredibly important in God format.
You got it. That's the part no one talks about.
We asked them multiple times, but they never did. So, the BLS, Charity, Tsuku Spy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great end.
That's Charity also, man. BLS.
All right, cool, dope. And no one talks about how important that rock paper scissors is at the beginning. You know, going first is huge. You want to go first, and you just got to get good at it, man. You got to read that rock paper scissors metagame. James Ark does his research. You know, he knows what his opponent's going to throw. He's quite undefeated in rock paper scissors, so that's part of it, man. You gotta get out there and. But that was a very good hand James Ark opened up with today. Reinforcements. What are you grabbing here, Pat? Oh, there you go. Level 2.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Level 2.
Because now even if you have a trap card, like a battle trap, I mean, we didn't see trap. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's 3,000. Okay, nice.
3,500.
Yes. That could be either this spy, probably the spy, most probably.
Yes, and he's going to go quite crazy now.
Yeah.
Normal Tsuk. Set.
Okay.
All right. So spy, mandatory effect. Got to grab that other spy. Goes in defense. Okay. Yeah. And I know Juve is a very talented warrior player. Gravekeeper Spy is, you know, a counter card to the warrior deck,
yes.
As you know. It's very hard to get by, especially
Absolutely.
2 of them. 1, they can tend to manage pretty well, but 2 is kind of tough.
Absolutely. Also, I think James Ark plays free, you know, so...
Yeah, now he's threatening 3, so now he's got 3 spies. That's another plus coming out of the deck. So now he's got the triple spy situation sitting on the board. He's going to go ahead and blast in for 24.
Yeah.
All right, so Juve is in a bad spot, and this is not where you want to be. Obviously, that opening from James Ark was tough to beat.
It was strong, man. Very strong.
Okay, Juve going into Upstart. Upstart and Warriors, man. That's interesting. You don't see that.
He was one of the first that played it. Yes.
Into Graceful.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
that's always nice.
Però magari vuole cenare qualcosa. Okay, nothing. Cool.
So he sends out the Nobleman cross out.
Yeah.
And the Jar of Greed. So he's got Upstart and Jar of Greed in the Warrior deck.
Okay.
Into DD Warrior Lady. All right, so DD Warrior Lady going to crash into one of those spies. Let's see what James Ark's going to do with that. Think about it for a second. Into MST.
Jar of Greed.
No, for me it's a bluff.
Into MST is going to... What is it going to be? It's probably Solemn. Juve's thinking about it.
Yeah.
What is he thinking about here? What could
Well,
it
if
be?
it's not solemn, maybe you can change something.
Maybe a Book of Moon or...
Book of Moon would be pretty good.
Well, it wouldn't be that good, man.
Or a Ring
Maybe
of
Book of Moon is
Destruction.
the Nobleman or something? I don't know.
Maybe he has a ring.
Ring of Destruction, yes.
Ring.
Single card.
Yes, a ring or Book of Moon.
Yeah, maybe a ring would be... Yeah, it is ring. Good call. Good call on the ring. Hitting the defensive position Gravekeeper Spy.
Yeah.
That doesn't change much though, because anyway it's gonna take out only one spy, so and one is going to defense position next turn.
Oh, and then James Ark with the ring.
Oh, that's probably...
And that might be game right there,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
This game.
That's it.
The tactics.
Unless he's...
Into Solemn. Wait a minute.
To solemn.
Wait, that's still.
Well, James Ark's still holding the
Charity in end.
Yeah.
It's depends on what he draws, but if he draws
Okay.
a Sork, it's game. Otherwise, it's
Tsukuyami.
it's
is
okay
one card.
because
Another
Tsukuyami
trap
doesn't
test
get
shoot.
over it.
Into the Serpent.
So he has 3 cards. Suku doesn't get over it.
Into Upstart.
Oh,
Giving him
wow,
1,000 though.
1,000.
He
I
gets
won
the ring.
those.
It's a tribe,
Okay.
and that's gonna be it.
It's game.
GG's for game 1. James Ark, go ahead and takes game 1.
Pretty easily, I would say.
Yeah.
GG's.
Too easily, man.
Juve played it probably
The best
the
he
best
could
he
do.
could do, but
Yeah. There's nothing else he
That's-
could do.
That's how the cards come sometimes. That is how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that just happens.
But we take those. I mean, I'm Team USA. We take those all day, every day. I don't want to, but as a fan of the game, I don't want to see, I want to see competitive, high strategy games. I don't like to see a lot of one-sided.
Yeah, also,
we know how the game
some
goes
other
sometimes.
players, like
Yeah.
Zio.
not only James Ark going straight to the end.
Oh, I read the chat. Yeah, so he says, Upstart into a Trinity piece is I think there's something with DB. I don't know. I don't know the stats behind it, but whenever I play Upstart, I always get pot of greed, creates a charity. What's the link do? I fully agree with that. Luck extreme. No. But I mean, going into siding, I mean, now it's going to be even harder. I think for Juve as a Warrior player. Now the Turbo player is going to be able to side deck against
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
in the Warrior matchup. So that's going to be
Usually,
interesting to see
when
how it
you
all
choose-
pans out.
When you choose to play Warrior, it's to have a great game 1 against Chaos Turbo, and if you lose game 1, you're in a kind of bad spot.
Yeah, it's a bad spot side decking because now they can bring in more battle traps. They can bring in things that can fight back against the Warrior strategy. So
Yes,
and that was a tough game 1 too.
I don't know.
But anything happened.
And I didn't see all the stream yesterday, but probably Chaos Turbo is bringing in Sakus or Widespread. Also maybe Blade Knights to have a beater.
Completo.
What? No ci vuole una piccante.
Siete dei meme comunque.
So
All fine,
we'll
GD?
see.
Sorry, I'm just eating right now. I don't want.
Oh, no problem.
I
No worries.
don't want to eat on camera. This is not that kind of show. I'm just gonna duck a little
Do
bit.
you want me to turn your camera off?
No. Good. You're good. Keep it rocking. We're fine.
It's a second.
I'll just move.
Okay.
I'll just move to the side a little bit. We out here. We live.
No. Nerviano.
So probably
Pogliano.
Chaos is bringing in Sakus and Widespread, maybe Blade
Solo
Knights,
panino abbiamo qua.
and Juve probably is bringing in Kaikus if he doesn't main them. Maybe more Dust. I think he plays free in the main deck.
Sì.
We will see. don't know if he plays soul release. Maybe some players do.
That would have been an interesting choice.
But I think you don't need it in Warriors to beat Chaos Turbo. Also, maybe some smashing grounds if he's thinking about the spies and maybe the side deck into Reapers. We will see, we will see. Okay, I'm getting here in the stream on Patrick's chair, much more comfortable. So,
All right, I'm back. I'm back and better than ever.
yeah.
Still side decking here.
Patrick's gone. I've lost some hair
Right.
and I lost some beer.
They just-
but
They just went right on. They started game 2.
okay, here we are.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that I want to say that Juve needs to pull something off and win this because
Yeah,
if
yes.
USA goes up to 4-1,
It's really
that's going to be
difficult.
really, really, really almost impossible to bring that back. I want to say so. Juve needs to put something together right here and try to eliminate James Ark from this event right now.
Yes, because if not, like 2 against 5, even maybe each of the Italian players can win a game or 2, but like for statistics, you're going to lose one. And
Absolutely.
well, let's say that statistics don't go in. We can't say the same thing for James Ark because for statistics he should lose one, but he's not. So
Exactly.
now I'm on the king's chair.
Yeah, stay. How did they start?
He opened upstart and T-set. Let's see if this first turn it's gonna be a mirror turn. No, it's not. So upstart Thunder Dragon for James Ark.
All right.
And it's
Up.
the strange thing about Warriors is setting a monster. Like that could be
All right,
Spirit
well,
Reaper,
it
it
sets
could
one.
be-
But sometimes I know Warriors can bring in.
We'll
They
see.
can bring in flip
It's
effects
gonna
game
flip
2.
it now. Okay.
Okay.
If
That's
I
DD
say
Warrior
it
Lady.
could be DD Warrior Lady or DD Assigned. I don't think he does play it, but some players do, and that's a card you can set. Yeah, and sometimes they do bring in the Koichis or Moths in game 2 or 3, you're right.
All right. So Juve thinks about it a little bit. Main phase 1.
Also, Swords is really strong against Warriors.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Stops that aggression. They can't
Yeah.
swing in,
And
cause damage.
if you do have a Tsukuyomi, you can start flipping and plussing with the Koichis and so on.
Juve thinking how he wants to line this up. Goes into a Jar of Greed. Okay. Warriors playing Jar of Greed is pretty interesting too.
Well, Jace D, the first Chaos Warrior player, he did play 2 in his original list.
Hmm.
That was over a year ago.
Guy Steve's a really, really phenomenal player as well.
Yes. And like I think before him, like people playing Warriors had a different style of playing Warriors. Like you didn't see 3 Blade Knights in the deck list. You always see 1.
I'm gonna counter your argument, man. Morp played 3 Blade Knights in his deck.
Yes, but that was
Oh,
like
it's
a
good too.
totally different deck.
It was a
one
total.
deck.
It was a different deck. It was 1 go, but it was still playing 3 Blade Knights, and everyone was saying, "Oh, 3 Blade Knight is bad," and then, well,
Then Blade Knight
and here we
changed
are
the
today.
format. Changed the way of playing also Chaos because people started playing Spies, and but like nobody played. I believe nobody played before Jace D, a warrior with Chaos Sorcerers. He used to play 2.
Agree.
All right, so the luck is kind of changing here. We got Juve with Pot into Delinquent Duo into Nobin Crossout
Agree.
with Jar of Greed and Upstart in the grade.
Problem is, he still needs to take out those swords.
Yes, he
It
can't-
takes- It takes 3 turns.
He
to do
can't
that.
put pressure. Like he's doing really well, but he can't follow up this strong opening, putting pressure on the board. Like he's setting monster. Probably he's going to flip them later if he can to do a big push. But in the meanwhile, if James Ark draws like a Trinity piece and follows up with
Okay.
Moth
Yeah,
or
like this
something.
this one is terrible, man.
This is okay. Breaker is okay.
All right, Breaker coming down. Gains that counter.
Thinking probably Book of Moon or Ring.
I don't know if he plays.
If he
Book of
has
Moon.
Judgment set, he needs to.
And probably he would side out Book of Moons against Chaos Turbos if he does main them.
Agree.
Also, this breaker like is
Thinking about it.
strong, but it doesn't take out Warrior Lady if he is choosing to
Use
take
the
a spell
habit.
trap out. That is probably is going to. So I would be okay with this breaker if I was Juve now.
Ma non mi si vede?
No, this is.
No, vedi.
Ma sì, ma si sta-
So Breaker's going to go ahead and remove that counter. And he's going to pick. Let's see. It's picked the one behind
Okay,
DD1, and it
that's
is the
strong.
Jar of Greed again.
Very strong,
Okay.
Yes, he picked the wrong one.
So it didn't even.
And then Breaker's going to crash into the Jikoichi that was in the hand and missing that Numen cross out. And then pass. Okay. So Juve is looking really good on advantage. He's got 7 real cards, but still sitting behind those swords. Can't really do anything unless
Yeah,
he
the
find a
problem
way to
is
do that.
are the sword.
If
Yeah.
he does draw a heavy storm,
Yeah.
he draw 2 of Positive Greed, 2 of the Koichi plus Dark Greed. If he does see a storm and it goes through, probably we are back in game.
But we are in game, I would say.
Yes, well, no, I mean in the match, back in
Yeah.
the match. No, the game it's.
Looking good.
I would say, I wouldn't even say it's in Juve's favor because that sword is strong and Chaos Turbo can go off from a minute to another. So I think it's kind of safe saying.
Kind of equal?
Equal, yeah. Right now, I think it is. So now it's Juve turn. Yes, he's thinking.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, Juve is thinking right now, contemplating how he wants to. Because what do you do? Like, do you commit more stuff to the board and risk one of those down cards being like a torrential tribute or something, or do you just kind of wait? Because I don't know.
Well, I think
Do you try to?
if you read the torrential, you could even force it now because you're in a spot you can take damage from the following turn, and it's better to get a torrential now, in my opinion, obviously, than getting it later when you have less resources. But maybe he. Also, if I was Arc and I was sitting on a torrential, I wouldn't probably activate it now because I have swords and maybe I have other options later. Kaigo is good because it's also safe against Tribe. You have 2 different,
Okay.
how do you say, type of monsters, and also Arc having a breaker, it's kind of safe because a Tribe would eat also the breaker.
On BLS.
This is bad. But still, like in number of cards in the field, the game is still equal. That BLS would have been a.
Yeah, that BLS hit was kind of huge. That was a very, very strong duo there.
But I think here Juve can also play without it. It would have been great to have a BLS in hand to
Go for the early game.
blow out the game when you need it. But you're in a good spot anyway, so I think it's fine.
It's the last turn of Swords. That's also.
Finally.
Yeah.
And like Ark didn't manage to get so much advantage from this sword. Like he stayed at 8k, but or 9k, I don't know how.
Yeah, it was a -1 as a
But,
card.
no, but okay. So here we see the tribe. That it's not a strong tribe in my opinion.
No, because 106 of DT Warrior Lady.
I would be fine letting him discard a card to pop my well probably.
Yeah, point is then you don't have monsters anymore.
No, you still have Kaiko. He can discard.
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Unless he has an answer for the Kaiko. James probably has an answer for the Kaiko and the Warrior Lady as well.
But
with one of those set cards.
I would be okay trading one card for one card and keeping a set card for later. If I do, well, always depends on what the set cards for Juve are and what the card in hand is.
Absolutely.
But I would not be so much afraid
Someone
of
fine.
Okay,
this
someone is
tribe,
fine.
honestly.
All right, so retain priority and is going to throw out the Regeki break, declaring Warriors.
Warrior.
So he went after the DD Warrior Lady in this case.
Like, I'm fine with this. I am trading one card for one card, and also our Regeki break is gone.
But he could have more. I'm sure he has more Regeki breaks there.
Yeah, but he cannot use them right now. So.
So probably a Book of Moon, maybe, or
Oh my god, what is he
Yeah,
playing?
Book of Moon.
or a ring.
When does the stream start? The stream is up. I'm trying to tell people that the stream is here. I don't think people know that we're in here.
Posted
It
it
started delayed.
everywhere, man.
Yeah,
But not
even on
really
Instagram.
everywhere. Not really everywhere, but.
Yeah, I'll have to let them know. But hey, so entering battle phase, Juve's gotta think about it a little bit. A few things he's got to consider. He's got 3 cards to 2. Set, that is.
Yeah, those set cards could also be like dead dust shots, really.
Yeah, just nothing. Just no way it's more. I mean, he's got 2 jars in the graveyard. No way it's more jars.
It was a trick, man. It was a trick all the way.
Oh man,
Crazy,
the
bro.
tactics, the gamesmanship, the tactics. Love it. I need to start doing that. That was really classy. I like that. That's a good move.
Absolutely.
That was really good. I'm adding that to the repertoire. Very nice.
So right now Yuga has a card advantage of 2 cards, and he can start like trading one card from one card and keeping that advantage. Also, he has field presence, and like as we saw the turn before, Arc in this moment can't get rid of the Kaiku. So maybe like if Yue doesn't have other monsters in his hand, he could not attack and just keep it safe without risking a Sakuretsu. If he doesn't have any monster. If he does, I would probably try attack, get a Saku, trade 1 for 1, and then summon
Dust Tornado.
another monster that.
And so this Dustin is going to have to force something to come out here, though.
Yeah, he wants to check what he has, probably. Judgment.
It was a swallow.
strong.
That's
Oh, wow,
huge,
okay.
man.
That was pretty big.
That's big, yes. Wow. You would attack the tribe, right?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Into the
with
mirror
this.
force.
It's okay. If he
I don't know if you're fine with this.
depends on
Depends
what,
on
what
what he
you
has
have
on
said,
the-
but I believe he has.
Oh man, I wouldn't be fine with that. You need that Kaiko was doing work, man. You wanted him to be up there. Unless he got called to Haunted, maybe that could be a card set by Juve. I want that Kaiko to be up there, standing, because now that's just more stuff. One heavy storm, or pot agreed into,
We can take
something.
that damage, DK, and go over the next turn. I'm fine with that. Depends if we have monsters.
Yeah, you can't summon a monster because
He
you
can
can activate tribe.
Juve going and sets 1 and throws back over to James Arc. James Arc runs right into M1, right into battle phase this time. Actually swinging in with both.
Oh!
Into another mirror. Ooh, man.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That hurt. I don't like that. That hurt.
Nice.
That one kind of hurt. He had it. He had to have it. James Arc holding the 1 card in hand, but that breaker going to the graveyard did add the dark needed to go chaos if needed.
Okay, a Blade Knight here would be really strong.
Depend. He still
We
has
don't,
the
we don't, I don't want to see Blade Knight here. No Blade Knights.
Or level 2 also.
He used it, and maybe he played more than one, but yes.
Only one, yeah.
But this is definitely the spot that the warrior player wants to be in, though. You got 1 card to 4 cards.
He needs the
James Arc playing on top of the deck.
He needs the monster, GD. But yeah, it's a good spot. It's a very, very good spot.
I think if Juve had the monster, he would throw it on the field.
Depending on
Or you
if
had
he
the
has
good
2
monsters.
monsters.
Juve is thinking about it. Yeah, I think if he had a Rhoda or Blade Knight, that thing would have been slapped down 50 seconds ago.
Exactly.
It would have been down there quick.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Not with these guys, man. Hey, guys, from the stream, thank you for coming, by the way, and let us know if the audio is fine, if you hear all of 3 of us, if you hear well JDZ, if you don't hear any echo, if the stream is going fine. That will help us a lot if there are problems. Thank you.
Like also, if you had the double choice of Blade and Exile, you would still go for Blade, because then maybe you would just try it and use Exile the later turn. You wouldn't pop with Exile, because you would be risking a Sinister or a Sangman.
No, Sangman is already good.
So you would
I think Gravekeeper Spy right here is Gravekeeper Spy is just super good for James Arc right now. If a Blade Knight were to come down,
Yeah, that would have been a very, very good
top deck or set there.
Yeah, absolutely. But even a Moth or something would be crazy good, you know. So
Okay.
There's set 1, pass. James Arc draws again, checking the graveyard, and then pass. Okay.
I think James Arc didn't flip. If it's not a fake like any. Oh, Rota.
You wouldn't be risking Torrential to flip that spot.
Also, you wouldn't flip. You wouldn't flip if there's a judgment. You're risking a judgment, and same with 0 cards, like
Yeah.
1 card.
Yeah.
Lagging? No.
Now he's thinking probably.
Yeah.
No, lagging.
Juve's
Yes,
thinking
no
on the
targets.
choice. But what are you grabbing here with this Rhoda? Because this Rhoda could be the deciding factor of the game.
I would go for
Rhoda, you going for the blade?
No, maybe-
The big blade coming out?
I don't think he plays multiple level 2. I think I would go for
But even if he does, I don't know if you want that. Depends on what else he has. Like, can he take out the spy without like it depends. It just depends.
Yeah, if you have anything else to take out the spies and you don't want to sit other 3 turns like you did with the swords, you would be grab a second level 2. But probably you have Blade, you have Sasuke probably. If you think that's a spy, you could also grab Sasuke to get the 200 damage, and then the next turn
And then the next turn.
Ma io
to take it out.
Vabbè.
Che sei più bello?
Sulla la chat.
Sì, appunto. Cosa ci insultano?
No,
Like realistically, that monster could be anything. That's a monster.
Sorry, I got some sending a message right here while Juve is thinking. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the stream.
thank you guys.
Juve's deep in the think tank. Let us know what you guys think about this. 3-1. USA is up if you're just now tuning in with us. This is match number 4. Wait,
Game 2.
5, 4?
Yes.
5. It's game 2. What do you think Juve's thinking about here? He's thinking Exile or Blade Knight. That's got to be the 2. Or maybe so you got
Something like
Exile,
that, yes.
Blade Knight, or Sasuke.
No,
If you're Ninja
I
Grandmaster.
would never add Exile here. But
I'm never exiling here in a million years. I would never exile here.
If I think that's spy and I don't want to go for Blade, I would probably go Sasuke instead of it. That's me. Like, I don't play often, so maybe I'm saying totally wrong. But I wouldn't go Exile.
I'm either going Blade Knight. I think Blade Knight, you can't lose with Blade Knight. Or, I don't know.
But if you go Blade Knight and that's
Sto già in
Spy,
fondo,
and
comunque vai-
you're sitting for turns without having any.
Absolutely.
options.
Yeah, you're in a bad spot. Now you got 2 on you. But if it's, say if it's, I don't know, Magician of Faith or
But
something
even
like
if
that.
it's a Fate, you would be
Yeah.
grabbing back. Like, well, you would be grabbing back probably Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
Delinquent's not so good. The Upstart is just random. So
You could also take the upstart, you know? That's something you would
I
you
think
would
in that spot, if I had.
Yeah, no, not in that spot. I would go for swords.
Yes, I would
yeah.
go for Swords.
Yeah.
So, like, if I do have a Dust Tornado set, yeah, I would go for Sasuke. That's the play I was saying about. See, I'm a good warrior player, Andrea. Juve always says I'm a good warrior.
Hey, if we have another intermission, you're gonna play with Thomas, okay?
All right. Oh, and it's a Night Assailant. Oh, man.
So,
Dude.
well, in the end, Blade Knight was the correct choice.
so Blade Knight was correct there. He called. That's some gamesmanship. You know, gamesmanship
I
from
think
the.
you have to do this consideration. Like, I can take this 1-for-1 card, but if that's Spy, I can't beat 2 walls. So I have to go for like the less powerful choice, but the one that if I go into that scenario, I can take it out. So
Right.
I'm okay with this play. I would have done the same.
Kaiko coming down.
It's huge here,
Okay.
man. He can
Kaiko's
take
big.
out both. Yeah.
Into Sakura
Sakuretsu.
too.
It's fine. It's a 1-for-1
I'm-
card, and we're still up of 3.
He can take out both.
Oh, it
guys.
paid the
Sorry,
4,500 for that.
For sure.
Yeah, but you
But that's
take
a
out
really-
both the darks, man.
Yeah,
it
and-
means he has 3 more cards dead in the deck.
And more of all, you're having a floodgate
both
that
dark.
prevents Scout Sorcerer from hitting the field.
That's hard. I don't. That Kaiko kind of hurt. I don't like that. So we go standby.
Me la studiate P. Però vabbè. Io do. Quanto sono? 6-2.
Standby in the main. Thinking about it a little bit. Give it a quick little shuffle.
Like, let's just check.
He's in a
the
really,
grade
really,
for both
really
players,
commanding
so
position right now.
still
And now the
not
Blade
sure
Knight comes
if he
down.
does play, but
He's not afraid of Mirror Force. Torrential Tribute would have been really powerful there.
He's
James
not
Ark, go
afraid
ahead
of
and punch
anything, I
again.
think.
Did
Sakuretsu.
we saw Torrential yesterday from James Ark? Not everyone
We
plays
saw
it.
it.
Oh,
We saw it.
Okay.
We saw it. Yes. And he would have it on the side deck probably. Like you would think about it, right?
And then we got a full pumped up Blade Knight staring down James Ark. That's still a situation. Well, Sakuretsu Armor is doing their work.
So card advantage, it's still 3 cards more on next turn for Juve, but he needs to put pressure. He needs to close it fast.
As fast as possible.
But yeah, it just needs 2 turns.
Or
2 or 3
he needs to
turns.
have a lot of like judgments to back up any.
He used only 1 though.
Dite
So-
che il punto è stato che non ha, quella diciamo spada rivelatrice iniziale non hanno dato un grande vantaggio.
Sì, quello forte. Cioè è stato positivo per noi.
Like as Steve is saying, the swords, they're a really strong card against warrior. Playing those on the first turns without having a follow up, it didn't like gain the maximum advantage that you could gain from that swords.
And it was a
Same
Sangan.
This
Yes,
is a
big.
crazy Tsugu. I don't know if you would go for Tsugu actually, because you would be probably afraid by the set cards. So maybe he would go for a Spy. Spy is very
Yeah.
strong.
Sir-
He gets to send Serpent. Okay.
Strange.
Well, he can keep setting it, or maybe he has something to
against
use it.
one
Maybe a
monster, it's strong.
Raigeki break or something.
He can Raigeki in standby and then have a floater on field, but I don't know if I would go for
All right. So James Ark, go ahead and goes right into that draw phase. Thinks about it a little bit because, like you said, he might have a discard trap. He can pop that serpent and get it back.
Exactly.
Maybe thinking about the target. Maybe he's got card destruction. Get a free card out of that too. James Ark does play card destruction in this list. Unclear if it's in the deck right now, but definitely it's something he has access to.
Yes.
Thinking about it. There's the Regeki break coming down.
Okay.
Popping the set. And it was the dead trap does shoot.
Nice.
That did not. That is. I did not enjoy that. I didn't want to see that. I wanted to see something good there. Ouch. But I still think it's time to go ahead and make this chaos play here, bringing down the chaos sorcerer. I think the summon is going to be okay. It looks like thinking on summon. Never mind. Juve's thinking. Thinking about it. Card Goodman says he guessed wrong. That is true. If he'd have, it's a 50-50 shot. I mean, maybe that Regeki break would have found that other one behind the. Could have been a little bit different.
Anyway, James has only Chaos Sork and Sinister. So, but he can still set the Sinister. That's the thing.
He can still set the Sinister. I think maybe Juve is sitting on Torrential Tribute, thinking about that.
No, I think he would have activated if he had the Torrential.
Okay, summon good. And then it goes into Banish here.
Maybe like he had Solemn and he has Exiled and he was just.
Maybe it's Book of Moon down there. What could it be that he thought about that long to use?
He could be Solemn because maybe if he has a way to get rid of the Sark, you want to keep the Solemn for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it would fill his graveyard, you know. If he's gonna Solemn that Sork, he's gonna fill his graveyard.
It could also like be something else and make Ark think that's a Solemn to make him play differently later.
It's all gamesmanship. They're all playing the game outside of the game. It's more than just the 40 cards you sit down with. It's everything else too. So maybe.
Stefano, poi
la cocca.
Sì, per adesso sì.
Te la vado a prendere?
No, c'è quella portata.
Sì, non...
l'ho messo di là, forse l'ho data di là.
Sì, è di là.
Okay, so Juve's
all right.
He's
Juve is still thinking.
He could be sitting on a
Sorcerer.
no, also maybe on a premature burial. He could force the warrior lady, maybe.
Dopo
no.
tutto così mangiamo.
Possiamo anche alternarci.
Vuoi venire qua?
Tutti
No, dopo non si
We're
può.
still.
So this Sark got Ark back in the game.
Juve is thinking hard. I mean, and I don't blame him because it's a very tight
Snatch,
spot.
steal.
And he let it go, so he gets the snatch steal.
Wow.
Okay.
I will probably use the effect on himself.
It could be a good play.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a good
Okay.
play.
This is brilliant. I did the same.
He'll use it on himself. What do you think about that? I think I would have kept that thing, man, and tried to get some damage in.
It would
I
give.
don't know.
It would give him
Breaker,
plus
he got a lot of cards,
2000
heavy.
first.
If you don't have a monster to get rid of the Sinister,
The
you're
serpent.
attacking the same Sinister Serpent and just making it.
He still has no monster. That's crazy. He can't seem to find a monster.
Reinforcement.
Warrior decks can do that. Thinking about it.
Only one.
I don't know. Juve's got to put something together, man. He's got to figure it out. 15 cards left in the deck.
Tons of blade
It
knights.
feels like he's close. Feels like he's close here. You don't want to let James Art get back in this thing because he won't lose. If you give him a chance to win, he's going to win. So you got to figure out how to win when you can because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities to do that.
If
Juve.
he starts going like charity and so on, he's going to get.
At least the serpent is on the field, so he cannot.
Yeah, he would
gain
probably
advantage from-
wait for charity. That could be a spy. If that's a spy, it's getting bad.
And James Ark has 17 cards left. Still hasn't seen Pot. Still hasn't seen Charity. Still BLS, Chaos Sorcerer. A lot of stuff. A lot of powerful
But they are
cards.
both dead.
James
They're
Ark has
both dead
access
right
to.
now, right? Yeah.
What's that?
Both Sork and BLS are both dead. They're dead card right
Also-
now. He doesn't want to draw them.
Also, he doesn't have many darks left. In general.
He has
Probably
one
one Knight
Silent, one
Assassin.
Sorker.
No,
and
I mean, in general, like within that 17 cards. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to draw right now, but I think Juve needs to do what he can to hit the gas pedal and try to end this game before James Ark can swing back into the driver's seat.
I will probably attack Sinister and then use the effect.
I don't know if I would
No,
attack
wouldn't,
Sinister.
because you risk a set card to attack basically nothing because you don't get advantage by attacking Sinister.
Nice.
And it was a spy, so.
Nice.
But now you have a grave dark.
He has a dark.
But now he's got a dark though. Now you got to worry about that dark in there.
Now, a Birino.
Okay, aveva il spirito.
Not a friend.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so I went wrong. I totally forgot it about Spy as a dark monster for the Sorks. Don't know.
So now James Ark's thinking a little bit. Oh, let me get a second. I'll be right back.
That's
Okay.
so
Sagu, good.
Juve needs to see monsters, and it needs a Kaiku would be strong.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry about that, team. What did I miss? Somebody fill me in. What happened? I had to step away for just a brief moment.
Tornado, end phase Dust Tornado on a set Saku by Arc, not much.
Okay.
And I don't know if you saw the Exiled on the Spy.
I saw Exile on, so I got Exile on the Spy,
Next
and then
turn-
Dust Tornado on the Sakuretsu armor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's good. He didn't attack because that Exile probably would just got Sakuretsu armored there.
No, that was he said Saku later, the turn later. But
Okay.
Maybe he did have another one. Also, really,
No,
attacking that Sinister wouldn't give you any advantage, and probably would just give a card in hand back to Arc to use breaks or maybe a card destruction or a charity.
Right.
So I think you would just leave that on the field. Also, you wouldn't risk a Saku when you can get rid of a possible spy or also morph or any monster.
Absolutely.
You have totally no reason to attack the Sinister because it doesn't gain you advantage, and two, probably Arc prefers to have it in hand than having it set on the field. You can leave
Absolutely.
it there and get it rid with Nobleman if he does draw one later.
It's better. I mean, and like you say, knowing exactly where it is and what it is on the field helps you.
You don't want that servant going grave unless you draw multiple monsters and you can start dealing damage. So this is still Juve thinking, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Juve is thinking hard. He's got a lot of pressure.
thinking a
He
lot,
knows the
yeah.
pressure's on. You got to make the absolutely correct, perfect move because, like I said, he's got to win this game. He's got to win the next game, and
he
then
does.
at least take another
He
match
does.
off the next player.
More
And
yeah. All the
it's a lot of pressure.
Okay, so Juve still doesn't draw any monster.
Sta pensando, ha fatto Dust Tornado e gli ha beccato una Saku.
So now we have draw Blade Knight. We're going to summon Blade Knight and kill that set monster. Go Team Italy.
Hey, go ahead. You can cheer for Team Italy. I mean, Italy's gonna need it right now. I'm telling you, you better figure something out, Juve, quick. 'Cause it's gonna happen to you if you let it. 4-1 is on the table.
Yes. Also, if in this position, actually, Ark can also like sit on these set monsters. If he grabs a moth, he can get a sword, and now a sword could be like very strong because if you start getting to wall, you still have spies left, moths to get swords, and he could go for deck out because like warrior can't deal. Oh no, okay, it's for 2 damage. I thought it was more, but still, if Ark starts setting monsters and he gets back his sword, for Juve it's really difficult to go through all that. So
Just build a giant defensive wall. Oh, he's going with the space here.
okay,
Space on the ring is not bad.
let's see the Blade Knight.
Yes.
So
Yeah, just build a giant defensive wall, and then that's nothing.
Juve
That's
also
going to be left
used
that you can do.
already Typhoon and double dust tornado. So in that scenario of getting back the swords, Juve is not in a great spot.
With only heavy being left.
Okay,
Oh, there's
I
Blade
got it
Knight.
right.
Nice.
That's
Fuck!
It's another spy. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's
Call
go.
up the Hunted on Sasuke. Let's go for it.
Would you do it now or wait one turn?
No, I would do it now because you have to then get rid also the
You're
next
still
turn.
under storm.
I don't care about that.
I don't
You
care.
have to deal. We were
He
talking.
cannot draw it, man.
We were talking about it when you were away. Like he needs to pressure it now because if Ark sits on those and he still has moths to get back the.
Oh, he did it too. He had it.
I called it right.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
You had to do it now because you have to get rid of those walls before he goes also moth, get back the
Yes.
the swords
Yes, yes.
and go for deck out.
But again, if now it does set them off, he cannot
Yeah.
stop
If
it.
Storm is
Still alive.
still
Yes,
alive. So it just pass.
Nice.
you have to draw a monster now, put it on field.
Question: would you take out both now, or would you leave the serpent there, JD?
I would leave the serpent.
I'm leaving the serpent right there until I can get enough pressure to
Masking,
just.
I never
swing.
play warrior, man. I never play warrior.
You missed all these things we said while you were over there.
Sorry,
We said
sorry,
you
guys.
leave that serpent unless you can start dealing damage. If not, you prefer to take it out with knock.
Okay.
You
Cool. Yeah.
Especially
if you're
with
Ark, you
wait,
always
I'm
prefer-
not helping Team Italy, man. Yeah, kill the serpent and get it in the graveyard, and then
Italy,
do that.
Italy.
If you
I'm not helping you
If you're
guys.
Ark, you always want that serpent to
Kill
get
the
off
serpent,
the
get in the graveyard. No, but I'm sure Juve is gonna do what he's gonna do. Juve's smart. He'll figure it out. All right. So Juve's thinking though. He's thinking long and hard. Still in main phase one.
So in it, he has a play.
a Kaiku here would have been
Would be crazy, man.
you
Would
get
take
rid
out.
of the serpent, you get rid of you stop from playing Sork, but if
No,
it was a
yeah,
Kaiku,
still.
it would be right on the field.
Yeah.
Also, is Tribe gone?
Yeah.
Tribe is gone, so even if you draw a warrior, you can commit it with any fear of that.
We don't know if James is playing Boreal. Though.
No, I don't think. Barely anyone plays it
Yeah,
anymore in
I
Chaos.
agree. You're sponsoring Pepsi, they say.
I do. I sponsor everything you want: water, Pepsi, Coke.
Not Coke! Not Coke!
We
He
can
meant.
Oh, but now he attacked
man.
it. So he did it. He did attack the
Diet
Sinister
Coke.
Serpent.
Diet Coke.
He did it.
Okay.
He hit the Sinister Serpent.
I wouldn't have done this move. Personally,
Maybe that should.
still, you would do it when he has 4 cards. When he's going to 4, you wouldn't do it now.
Okay.
But I don't know why he's.
Maybe one to push for.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
You're not pushing for
Yeah,
damage
no,
in this
no,
way.
And it'd be the same. It'd be the same amount of damage
Also,
that you, or it'd be in the same spot because he could just set
Card-
the serpent again.
Card destruction or charity, you're giving him possibility to.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
No, because now Graceful Charity is really
I
really
don't
powerful now.
understand this getting rid of Sinister.
maybe to not let him tribute for something.
Yeah, see, now he's got a free
Hearing
a pot of Greek.
something like that.
What is he going to trigger summon for?
Why didn't he use knock?
No, okay,
Why didn't he just knock?
I'm not getting this.
You gotta talk to Juve, man. I don't.
I'm okay on not hitting it with knock because I want to keep knock for later, maybe. But
Agree,
I'm not
agree.
okay on attacking it and getting it back in hand.
Agree. Well, we don't know what he does, so. Like,
I know, but I'm saying like if you do say you do
Andrea,
know it's serpent, you know it's nobleman, you go ahead and nobleman it, and then you can attack for like 2,000 right there.
Okay, I get what the move was. He attacked Sinister to get Arc, grab Sinister in hand, and then go Mind Crush and declare Sinister. That was the move.
No, because he still can mind crushing. Well, can't you mind crushing?
He's joking, man. It's a meme.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, even if like whatever he's gonna do, I think you should nobleman there, and then you can attack for 2,000, and then that's I don't know. I'm bad, so don't listen to me. I'm just saying what I would have done.
Oh, BLS.
Yeah, probably yes.
Big MST on the torrential tribute. Intergressive charity.
He's trying to find a chaos monster, and if he does find it, he probably is going to find it with 7 monsters in hand.
No.
Still.
He used one.
I don't know. I didn't understand.
Probably 20%.
Yeah, you should have used the card, the knock.
Or leave that there.
Unless Juve's got the solemn judgment sitting down, we'll see what he's got there.
Well, we'll see.
James
First,
thinking hard.
James needs to discard.
Capable zero, probably.
Free Thunder Dragon.
Like, probably the only thing you
three Thunder Dragon.
I didn't say it. You said it, man. Are you calling it for your team? I don't know, man.
No, you guys. He's already played Thunder Dragon. You guys are saying that. Nah, James.
Maybe,
so it's gonna be he's
It's
just
on
thinking like
stream.
BLS.
It's on stream. You
He
said
drew-
it, man.
No, I get the point now of attacking Sinister.
I heard so he's got BLS, and BLS. So that's 3 BLS he's trying to figure out.
No, like thinking
Which
a bit
one?
more. The only reason to attack that Sinister, it's so it goes in grave, and if James Arc next turn has to set a monster, he's setting only one monster, and you can make damage. Because if Arc's skipping that Sinister set, he set another monster, you're still not making
In
damage.
that same situation.
So
yes.
probably that's what Juve thought about.
Sì, arriva. Fuori. Ragazzi, le consegno fuori.
So yeah, probably Juve, he thought about that. He said, if I'm leaving that Sinister there, he's going to set another monster and I have to attack 2 and not making damage, so I get rid of it.
Right.
But still, you could get rid of... Oh, okay, no. He was attacking it, so next turn, Arc would reset a monster and then he would knock it.
That could be true.
That could be
But
true.
still, I think I just knock it there and just get it over with and just try to get damage.
No, I
And
now
then
see the point
because
of
this will
Juve,
happen.
Because if I knock it there and then James Arc set a monster, then I have Blade that doesn't negate because I have another monster, and I am facing a set down that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a.
Let's ask the chat. Chat, what do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys think out there? What would you do in that situation?
So
I'm
now-
knocking. Would you guys play Nobleman? If you have Nobleman and you got that Serpent, would you knock for the 2,000 damage, or would you just try to use your tactics and wait and give your opponent another chance
Thinking
to?
more, I see the point of Juve. It's I make it go through. He gets it back in hand. Then he sets one monster, and I have the knock for the only set monster he does have. So I'm going to get it rid anyway. If he sets the Sinister, it's getting away. If he sets him off, it's getting away. And then I'm going for 8 damage. That was the point. Yeah, it was actually, now thinking about it, it was probably the best move, because maybe the possibility of Arc getting a charity or a card destruction were less. Don't know.
I don't know. I mean, he only had a few cards left too, but it's all good. He did what he did. We can't judge him. He's a good player. He's playing. When you're making these decisions in real time, it's a lot easier. We can just sit back and think of what I would have done in certain situations. But I think he made the best possible play he thought, and we'll see how it works out.
And
Maybe
like
maybe
you get
it was
that
right.
these players are great players because like we are in 5 and we are talking about it, and like 5 minutes after the move we ended up with the solution of what he thought. He has the ability of thinking all of these choices in those like 1 minute 30 seconds before making the move.
Yeah.
So these
In,
players,
like, real
both
time, yeah.
Italians and Americans, like another level. So now I don't see what's happening because Patrick take me out of the screen. screen. So
Giving it back now.
okay. Oh, we are still at the same point. Sork on field, okay.
All right. So now, so that was a pretty big play. So the Grace of Charity drew into, it looks like Knight Assailant, Sork. So he discarded the Sork, discarded Knight Assailant, get him back, the Graveyard Spy, set up the Spy, brought down the Sork, banished the Sasuke. That was a really, really strong Grace of Charity. And now Juve is back against it with 2 cards in hand, 9 left in the deck.
Tu hai ragione.
All right.
Io non
So
credo
now
che
they're
accada.
Juve is thinking about it too. 2 cards in hand. Big old think.
Tanto devo andarmi a guardare.
Dopo mi spieghi perché la tratta di...
Dillo.
No, mi avete spiegato, dopo te lo spiego te. Questo non ci conta. So okay, Juve is still in the, as you call it, the think tank.
The think tank, big think, mind palace. You know, he's in his brain zone.
Okay, so we are having dinner in this moment, so good dinner to anyone home who's eating with us.
Premature burial.
Ah,
Getting back the exiled force.
so what happened? He summoned the Sork and...
He summoned the Sork and he banished the Sasuke.
Oh, okay, he had 2 monsters, okay.
Yep, and then Juve drew, played premature burial, brought back exile, and popped the chaos sorcerer.
Gli altri più forti. Prendere un po' più sotto. Grazie.
Com'è lo stream? Ah, sei fuori? Aspetta.
No, vai tranquillo, voi mangio.
Vabbè. Allora mi sposto qua avanti.
But now, I mean, I don't know, man. But now James Ark does only have 5 cards left in the deck, or 6 cards left in the deck, to Juve's 9.
Like now it's the opposite situation of what we were talking before.
Yeah, decking out is still on the table now.
But
non piccante.
is Ark still sitting on BLS?
I mean, within somewhere in either in his hand or in those 6 cards, obviously BLS has not
But
played yet.
on the other side also Judgment is there somewhere.
Probably. I mean, this card right here may not be Judgment that's set on the field now because he probably could have used that and just won. I think before that sword came down. Maybe unless he's just really good and decided to save it for a rainy day. Maybe it could still very well be Judgment, but he just didn't use it.
Yes, if he had Premature to get rid of it, it's totally fine to keep that Judgment for later. Especially if you are considering also the deck out option. Like probably both players now know almost exactly the cards left in both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And we're saying
Juve
this
is still thinking here.
not because the players know the deck lists of the opponents, but because they play so much, they know what cards Warrior play and what cards Kasurbo plays. So
Dove no? Ah. Ti faccio ridere dopo.
All right, so Juve going to slap one down, passes over to James Ark.
Ragazzi, non ci si vede più la nostra webcam.
Lo so, ho fatto io, sto mangiando.
Oh.
Gets back the Serpent. And that Blade Knight's still really strong too, just sitting there in as the single monster on the field, negating flip effects too. That's another benefit. I haven't seen any Magician of Face from James Ark come out yet.
Tempesta BLS e piange.
Caso sto bevendo la birra dalla bottiglia, scusate.
Bravo. E niente, quella diventa tua.
Ce n'è un altro.
Bravo.
Finisci.
Now James Ark's thinking. I wonder what James Ark's thinking about. He's sets up 2 and pass, throw it back over to Juve.
Controlla Brave. Gigante. No, Storm and that. Storm is gone.
Quando te l'hai usato?
Try it.
Oh, hey, I think they're saying, the chat saying we still can hear, but they can't see you guys.
Yeah, we're eating, so...
If you want to, I don't know if you guys want to mute off and then come back.
No, non mutato.
Oh,
We're not muted. Don't you hear us?
I hear you. I'm saying the chat. They can't see you guys. They can't.
They
They
can
can't. They
see
just.
us because we don't want to see us eating. We're all eating. It's not very nice.
I think I would much rather see you guys here eating than hearing you guys eating. It sounds like
Okay.
a war. Oh, no, I'm
Can't
kidding. You
sound
good.
worse? Okay, okay.
Ok.
No, you're
I'm,
good,
back.
you're good,
I'm
you're
the only one, so that's on me again.
good. No, you're good. Don't worry. This is your stream. I'm just a guest. You're good. You're good. You're good. All right, here we go. Where we at? Okay, so Juve, main phase 1.
Juve needs to sit
I-
on a
Yeah,
judgment and just
It's-
deck out, probably.
Estuardo Escado. I didn't want to say that, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody was thinking it, and you know, in the comments.
Like, at this point in the game, I think you're considering only that option. Because 5-2 damage against 2 set monsters and 1 set trap. I think you're just going to sit, set monsters you draw, and
You think you can deck him out?
I think
Are
you
both
can.
are both players have both players used their Ring of Destruction already?
Let's see, that's the second thing to consider.
Oh.
What?
He goes Heavy Storm.
Okay, I don't know if he's considering decking out at this point.
Oh my
man,
God.
He wouldn't
The
activate it
tactics, the tactician, man, the tactics setting the pot of greed. I don't think I've seen that, but you got 5 cards left. You don't want to lose. Might as well get some value out of it. James, you are too good at this game, he says. I would have to agree. I haven't seen that one. Now that one, no, that one I have. I don't think I've. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I've never seen that happen
Well,
before.
it makes
I'm-
sense. It makes sense.
It does. It does. I mean, but I've never seen it done. The fortitude it takes to pull something like that off. I don't think I could ever pull it off. I don't think it. Sometimes things work out. Yeah, I would agree with that sentiment.
You
But
really attack?
that's tough.
Gone.
That's next level play. Into the Magician of Faith. Okay, that's fine. Negate it.
Minchia, buono sto
Like, I
Padre
hope
All
that's
right.
a Solemn Judgment set.
Buono sto Padre Pio.
I think he wouldn't have used Storm otherwise.
All right, go ahead and set up another and pass. 4 cards left. 5.
Stiamo giocando da 1 ora e mezza.
Main 1.
How many moths are gone? And Sakus?
James Ark has played 3 Sakuretsu armors and
Perfect.
1 Magician of Faith
Mirror
so far.
Force. Churai Jackie Brax.
1 mirror.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you,
James-
you have to try probably an attack, because if he gets back Storm, then he can go storm BLS.
Four cards to 5. Juve thinking again. I mean that heavy storm on the pot of greed was a tilter right there if I ever seen one. That was a checking the bandage pile, checking the graveyard. Jeopardy. You guys have? Oh, I don't know. Jeopardy theme music, the thinking song. Ding, 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 ding. We have a very popular show in America. It's called Jeopardy. Alex Trebek was the host. R.I.P. Shout out to you, Alex Trebek. It's a quiz game show, and they play music. It's about when you're thinking. Anyway, that's Jeopardy, folks. Juve's deep thinking here. But at the same time, man, you don't want to think too much. You should get like a analysis paralysis. Too much thinking,
That's
you
true.
just overthink.
But let him think, JD.
You think yourself out of the game, man.
Man, I think you should stop.
You think yourself right on out of the game sometimes, man. You don't want to do that either. So you just got to grip it and rip it, like I do. Do it sometimes. It doesn't work. Don't do it. Don't do that. If you're watching this. Thinking hard. Let's go. Is he lagging?
No.
I don't know.
He's all right, checking the
He's
grave.
checking everything.
Just
Yes.
go,
bandit.
go.
He's checking it all. He's checking. He's checking.
Probably trying to get what that set monster is 100% and then decide what to do. Like now we're reading the chat. Someone saying Juve misplayed multiple times and also not playing the best warrior in his opinion. Like on the deck list, we can share like different opinions. Everyone plays different deck lists. Abstract
Right.
is usually played to like avoid trap dash shot and also gain consistency. But on the misplays, honestly, I don't think so. Like as we said before, we all thought here that knock was a misplay, but in the end, that was probably the best play to close the game the turn later. So because like attacking that Sinister, as we said before, it would give Arc that Sinister back in hand and no monsters on field. So he would have to set one monster, and at that point, Juve could knock the only set monster and being sure of dealing the 38 damage on 42 left. So that would make him in a very good spot. And also because probably at that point, if Ark had a spy, knowing that Juve attacked the Sinister and didn't knock it, he would probably set a spy, not being afraid of knock. And he would take out the spies with the knock, attack for 38, next turn Ark having to set the Sinister and then close the game. So unfortunately, Ark drew the
card destruction was strong.
so he gained advantage of that Sinister getting back in hand, but we're still here, so it wasn't the wrong play in the end. I think it was. I didn't thought it in the start. I thought it was a bad play in the start, but thinking it up more, I think that was the correct play in the end.
And he just elects not to attack. So he took a long time to think about that and elects to set one and pass. Was that the right play as well? Was that more gamesmanship? Was that strategy? I don't know. James Ark seems to want to infiltrate your mind as well as your game. You know, so he's playing the 3D Yu-Gi-Oh. He's not just playing the game. He's playing the mind games as well. So I don't know if that's caused him to not want to attack there.
Ma sta ancora pensando?
Yes.
No, passato.
Yeah, that's. He passed. Yes. It's. I agree.
He
It's
didn't-
like you. As we said yesterday, you have a game into a game into a game. Like every player that
Yeah.
like look at this and thinks they are not like you see a play and you think it's a misplay. You are probably not there to see what they are thinking, what they are doing.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I
they've
thought
gone
so.
deep.
Yesterday we thought it multiple times. Do you remember JDZ? We were like shocked because every time it was the best play in the end, but we couldn't figure it out at the beginning. Well, not always. We're not that bad, but
Yeah,
But I think so,
I'm
yes.
pretty bad, but I'm not that bad. But some
Yeah,
of these
exactly.
guys are just on another. They're on another level. So
Exactly.
if I say it's a misplay, it's probably just
I would
me not
never-
understanding the full spectrum of what's going on.
I would never be arrogant enough to say they are misplaying. Until I see
Right.
the game, I ask the
Well,
players. It's hard. It's hard to say. It's too hard to say. Like I think Rossito and maybe the other team members can say if it's a misplay or not, but we cannot. Ti sentono, Stefano?
Thinking hard. Juve is deep in the think zone. He's gotta just send it, man. Just go for it. I know it's a lot of pressure. Just do it.
The Arc deck, it's an A, Night Style and BLS Moth.
Oh man. Oh, somebody got the deck. Oh man. Shout out
Well,
to you,
that's-
No Brain.
That's
Pretty easy at this point if you want to check all the cards, probably.
yeah.
Yep.
Also, the guy stayed on the stream all yesterday, so thank you, man. You are really, really helpful here.
MFF. Shout out to MMF over there. MMF in the chat. We see you, big homie. OG, real OG of the game. Super smart on the game. MMF. He's talking about James Ark has tactically sided out his BLS for a Lajin.
For Lajin.
Lajin in there.
Makes
Lajin
sense,
meta.
man.
It's coming on.
Makes absolutely sense.
I like it.
This
But somebody,
last,
I mean, we got to tell Juve. He's got to hit the gas pedal, man. Juve, we get it. You're thinking, but Italy, talk to your boy, man. Get him moving. Give him a push. Tell him to say it's okay.
I mean, yesterday
It's
we
okay.
let Young, Sexy, and Ark think for like, I think out of 2 hours of games, we let them think
yeah, they were
1 hour
playing.
of
They were
stream.
playing.
I think we can give you a little bit more time. you know,
Okay,
JD.
we'll give some more time. You're right. You're right.
I mean, it's a different matchup, so I understand some things are more clear, but yeah.
Okay, we'll let him think. You're right. He can think. I want my guy to do well. He's got him. I think James can pull this off. I can see it. BLS. So that's another. Okay.
Do as Juve 2 judgments or 1 left?
I think 2 at this point. Yes.
Two judgments left. Okay.
2 judgments. Try one of these. Yeah, it's hard to tell again. Once again, it's very hard to tell.
do it.
Maybe 1 jar of grid. It's hard to tell.
Gioca 3 tipo?
Probably side decks. Yes.
Yeah.
Ha fatto una giù. No.
Horn of the Unicorn.
No.
Yeah, it will get very bad, Anthony. If we keep
Yeah.
going like this, it's gonna get us the time, not the other team.
That's what I'm saying, because it's getting pretty late in Italy already, and we want to finish this today because it's gotta conclude today. So we're gonna power this thing through, get it done. We just gotta maybe pick up the pace a little bit, but I think we're not going too bad just yet.
Dopo questo c'è
2 cards left in the deck
Si rende conto.
for James, 3
I
for
think players
Juve.
agree that if it's going so late, they will make a third day.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we can ask.
I think.
What do you think? What do you think, JDZ? Can we make a third day in case we get very far?
I think I can come back. I can come back for a third day if you guys are down for a third day. There is a holiday in America, so I'm off work right now for a federal holiday we got going on. But I might be able to come back for a third day if it goes too late.
Yeah, let's see. There's still time.
Let's see how it goes. I would like to finish today, but if it
No.
I mean, at this, no offense to, I'm not roasting the Italian players, but Juve is playing this slow. We're gonna need a 4th and a 5th day if he doesn't hit the gas pedal a little bit. I'm
I
joking.
don't know what
joking.
he's
He's a joke.
thinking right now. Like the only option he probably has is deck out, and
Well, I don't think he's stalling for time. You know.
No. Wow, what's the point? There's no time around. Just
I'm joking. Like, it's probably evaluating what plays would make him gain an advantage and which ones wouldn't. Reading those cards, understanding what's left, what's not. So it's very hard to say. Anyway, we know there's a spy set there. Most probably a Sinister Serpent or something else. He's probably evaluating how good it is to attack and run into something, or not attack at all and leave the serpent where it is, if it's a serpent.
also maybe thinking if he has a Night Silent left, I risk an attack Night Silent for the 2 sets, or I wait and risk that he flips the Silent, gets rid of the blade, summon like Spy in attack mode and attack for 2 turns.
That's very hard to say. Like,
Depends also on what he has set.
I don't. I mean, there's 2 cards left in deck. You got 3 cards left in deck. So much has already happened. I'm saying that you just gotta do something. Like we're in main phase 1 for. Oh, so let's check the logs. I think you gotta go. I can't see the logs, but it's been well over 2 minutes in main phase 1.
Vilket är det?
Juve's turn.
Like I think if you have a monster, like you would have to probably attack the set that you think it's Night Silent probably, and then set another monster. Or summon another monster.
Se vuoi ti insegno come fare capire chi è il turno.
È rosso.
Bravo. Vedi turn. Se è rosso vuol dire che il giocatore è rosso.
Let's start another game in the meantime, because I think...
Oh, man. Man, geez. All right.
Torniamo in posizione? Cioè...
I'm telling you, Juve, you're thinking too hard, man. I know it's a lot of pressure, but you got to go. Where's Judge? Somebody call me, man. Listen. Judge!
Yeah, it's getting low.
There we go. There it is. It's happening. Okay.
Okay,
That's it.
All in.
he's going for it. Where are we?
All in.
Poi viene qui indietro su.
No, vabbè, tranquillo.
Se vuoi, non è roba di cioè.
Drinking too much.
All right, so now James Ark's thinking a little bit.
Now it's back and forth, you know.
No, same thing. I mean, same thing. He's got.
I understand him, man, because like you need to check and see if what you are doing or what you will be doing is gonna be good or bad.
Right.
Sinister
Flip the
in
serpent.
attack mode, okay?
Torrential, no.
No, I think it's gone.
It's gone.
Well, I don't know. No?
It's not.
Serpent into TT.
Okay. Juve has still
Serpent into
monsters in his deck, though, so...
Does Ark
Serpent
play
TT?
Judgment? No,
I think it's gone, the one he plays.
he only plays one.
We saw yesterday that he played one, right, JDZ? We didn't see many judgment from Ark's side.
I didn't see many. I don't know if he sides more in or not, but I think he.
Per game, we only saw one. if I remember correctly. But I guess that our friend in the chat can remind us. I think it's set breaker because if it was a Knight Assailant, it could get rid of one and attack 2 times. So...
So 1 light, 1 dark. Looks like James Arc is going to bring down BLS hits the field.
Let's see.
Juve's thinking.
So if he has like Sakuretsu on double judgment, you can make it pass and
Yeah.
He didn't use a single Sakuretsu. Maybe he took them out. That's a chance, you know.
All right. Is the summon good? Solemn Judgment. Summon is not good. Summon has been negated by Solemn Judgment. And then a set and a pass.
like if he has another judgment,
it's game. Yes.
Should be game.
Man. All right, so now Juve is thinking. They got 1 card in hand, 3 on the field, 1 card left. Come on, man. No rush. No rush. I'm impatient. I'm impatient.
Double secret barrel set from Arc and
GG.
GG on next.
GG. Well, even if he has double, he can negate 1. So.
Into Jar Greed.
Whoa.
What is that?
Well, yeah, at this point, it
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yeah, 96 minutes in a match. That's pretty long. Okay.
What about,
Wow.
And then James just
nice.
scooped it up. Whew. All right, so it's 1-1.
1-1.
All right.
Imagine the next game, man.
Another
All right.
1
Whatever.
hour.
Yeah. Whatever we do,
Crush my
we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose everybody if it takes that long to make another.
We can again.
Another-
We can set up a 3rd day. I mean, it can happen, you know, like.
let's see the chat, what they are saying.
Yeah.
So let's scroll on top.
Enough cards have been played. Do we know TG last few cards in player's deck? Okay. Game 2. Oh man, game 3 would be longer. What could Arc even have now? Juve won 99% now. 96-minute match. I want to say anything while game 2 was going, but all this Knight Assailant talk, 1 in graveyard and 1 banished the whole time.
Oh, who said 96? I never
That
mentioned
was
96. I think you
JVC,
guys.
man. That was on him.
That wasn't me. I said 96. Like,
What is it?
He said that we were talking about Knight Assailant all the time because no brain, no comment said don't. There's a Knight Assailant in the deck, but Team Odi Anthony said that Knight Assailants were both in the grave.
them
and
things are
banished.
gone. They were gone. One was banished. One was gone. I mean,
We are the best commentator ever, guys. Best commentator got format.
We're killing it. We're killing it.
It's
But-
been a long day.
What? All right, so we're going into game 3. Juve wants to win this. Obviously, he's thinking really big. He's thinking really long. Both players really going at it, but we got to do something to speed this thing up a little, just ever so slightly. I don't.
John said that knock would have saved us 30 minutes. Absurd thinking, man. Absurd thinking.
All right. All right, we're good though.
I would say this, while we are in the worst position talking about time, JD, I would say that I would prefer to go on day 3 instead of wasting, like, personally. Also, I'm in the wrong position to say it because I want my team to have all the time in the world. But yeah, I wish they don't get rushed by this. Like, we can do a day 3.
I agree.
It's not gonna change anything. The decks will be the same. Everything will be the same. Yeah, it will take a little bit longer. But if we have to do it, I would totally go for that. So,
Okay,
that's
and
my take.
I guess we can just
I get
we
what
can
you say, but I want also them to play the best way they can and not feel pressured by anything. That's my
And no rush. I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
would agree with that too. But okay.
It's only 2
I would say,
p.m. for you, man.
I would say, I mean, maybe we could talk to the captains of the team and
Yeah.
talk to, you know, if they're down. Like I said, I can come in tomorrow as
writing
well.
it right away.
Well, we still have a couple of hours to play easily.
Okay.
I wouldn't say tomorrow. I would say next week. Oh well, next week
weekend?
there's 3v3. Would that be hard?
Yeah, next weekend is no good. We got
Maybe
3v3 that weekend.
Friday night. What about that?
Friday night.
What's that?
Friday night.
Friday
For us.
night for you.
Night for
but
us. Morning for you.
That'd be too hard for me because I have to work on Friday. But I mean, if you guys want to do it, and I'll sit off and
but
maybe.
also
But
the players
I want to be a
have
part of
work.
it too. I want to cheer for
Absolutely,
my team.
JD. I want you to be here. That's right. We need both commentators. Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me write to them.
Yeah, but Juve is side decking right now. I think he's just who's done? Are we done? Maybe James Ark side decking.
No, he's done. He's done. It's
So
Juve's.
it's always you taking it taking it long.
Oh yeah, James done siding at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Juve.
And I see you, Anthony. I have a job.
They started.
I
They
feel you.
started. They started.
Anthony, I have a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that. Oh, Anthony, I thought you were a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player, man. I thought
No, Anthony, is it like
that's not the
4
gig?
p.m. for you? We are.
No.
It's 23 for us. We're working tomorrow in like 10 hours or something.
No, morning, like for Friday, in America, we have work is like usually Monday to Friday,
Okay.
9 to 5. That's typical work schedule. So if you try to play on Monday or Friday, it's going to not be good. All right, so we had a side deck. We're back into match number 3.
Okay.
That was a long match. Match 2 was 1-1. James Ark going first.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit it with the T set. Pass it over to Juve.
I get Juve.
And Juve.
Grid, Graceful Charity, Storm, Knock, Delinquent Duo,
Oh
Don't
my-
Log.
Another
Okay,
four,
we're
another four
we're not
cards
having
that
any
you
of that.
couldn't draw.
Let's go for it.
We don't want.
Typhon,
We
Knock,
want none of that.
Zalug.
The look.
Just Zalug. Just nah, none of that. We're gonna have
It's nice though,
bricks.
because now both player knows almost exactly what the other player is playing. Like there have been
Unless they-
some change in the side deck, but
Yeah, Juve probably sided 15 right now.
it's gonna go cat FTK, you know? It's gonna go Tronade, cat, last wheel.
I mean, Juve, this is crazy. Come on, man. I mean, come on, man. I like it. What could he possibly be thinking here? Turn 1. Shuffle. Yeah, no lag. Okay, we're not stuck. But anyway, while we're waiting on this, just make sure, like we mentioned briefly, the 3v3 is happening next weekend.
Absolutely.
Make sure make on a GOAT Format Europe Discord. Make sure you tune into that. It's going to be a big GOAT Format event. World's qualifications will be given out for that. So it's going to be huge fun. If you don't have a team, don't worry about it. There's free agents that will sign up and play with you. And if you want a team, go ahead and come on into the new GOAT Format War League that just started. It's going to be super fun as well. Blade Knight into Nobleman to cross out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hitting all 3 of the
Yeah,
Gravekeepers,
the
or
biggest
two
problem
of the Gravekeeper Spy.
Gone.
Now I fear only Dimension Fusion.
3
GG.
Gravekeeper Spy.
No, return from a different dimension.
No, I don't fear that. I fear Dimension Fusion because it's gonna put all 3 on the field.
And now we're still in main phase 1. Nobleman to cross out is good. Okay. Can we get there it is, in set,
Oh,
set,
2K.
and swing in for 2K into a Sakuretsu armor.
That's fine.
All right, main phase 2 in phase. James Ark, go ahead and draw. Let's go standby. And main is good. No dust shoot coming out there.
For game 3? Don't think so.
Breaker coming down. All right.
God's sake.
Oh man, Juve is thinking again.
That's 40 minutes he's going to think.
All right. Did it hit a thumbs up? Was that a thumbs up?
It didn't say.
Not yet, I think.
He didn't say.
Okay.
All right, there's a thumbs up. All right, so that counter is firmly placed on the breaker, and it is now removed. Popping. Let's see. Picking the one on the far left.
Ooh.
It is the Rhoda. Oh, that hurts. You don't like that. You don't want to see that as a warrior player.
That's
Rhoda's a
also
super
the last card
duper
he
good
said,
card.
So probably like without thinking, you said the traps first and then the bluff.
All right, so draw phase. Man, that Rhoda, that one was rough. You did not want to see that.
Jar of Greed.
Into the jar of greed. That
Heavy
you
storm.
would love to see that one.
Flip the heavy storm.
Come on.
Flip it.
Kaiko coming down. What's Kaiko gonna do? Shaking the beads up and runs right into breaker. James Ark thinking a little bit. Now James Ark's in a slightly thinking situation. Into the Regeki break, discarding Magician of Faith, pop into Kaiko. And that's a Solemn Judgment.
Yeah.
Very strong Solemn Judgment. 3,200 into another Solemn Judgment. So that's a 4,000 right there.
Oh, this is bad. If Juve doesn't have any set cards, like another monster could just close the game. Okay, he does. Let's see if they aren't bluff sets.
Solenne.
Like, I don't feel great now.
Battles in for 16, and he takes that.
Like, a Blade Knight here would be strong.
Here it is!
Blade Knight, oh man, off the top
Here
of the
it
deck.
is.
Oh my goodness. What a rip. What a rip. And he crashes into the set, which was a Night Assailant. Oh man, what a top. That was a top.
It was a kind of
BLS
safe
coming
Blade
down.
Knight. This
Is there an answer for the BLS?
Another
It is a
Judgment?
Solemn Judgment.
How many cards does he have? One card in hand, okay.
We're on the ring.
Juve on the draw. Juve on the draw. 800 life points left. Main phase 1. Snatch Steal. Battles in.
He tries it.
Swings in for the 16 connects, but the 2000 goes. Blade Knight's in the graveyard. Gain in 1,000. Snatch Steal. Blade Knight just punches in for another 16. Takes it.
It's a breaker, yes.
Or breaker, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm just thinking.
All right, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Everyone's Regeki break. Discarding the upstart to get back the breaker. This is lethal damage right here, folks. This gets game if it goes through.
Nice.
Mirror Force.
Whew.
It's still not good position. Pot of Greed. Come on.
I don't
Go ahead and sets up one. James off the top of the deck.
Like in this position,
And draw phase.
James, if he draws like Dekoichi or Spy, he could just summon and try to attack. Well, Spy maybe not.
I would.
Dekoichi.
He doesn't have spy, I think.
No, he doesn't have Spy. Dekoichi you would do. I don't know. If like.
Go and
you are
sets it up.
You're
Yeah,
risking
maybe
other
some
Juve
blades.
brings out the level
Nice!
2.
Nice! Nice!
Okay, it was.
Don't like that. James Ark's playing off the top. Draw set. Battle.
Like,
900 coming
Juve
in.
Needs
Go ahead
to,
and takes it.
Needs to draw set cards now and possibly a Solemn Judgment for a Storm. Because a Storm plus a monster, it's game over.
Wow, this game is way
No, man.
more
No, man.
exciting. So Chaos Wizard comes off top of the deck. think summon is Juve's thinking on the summon.
Però
Also,
Checking the banish.
siamo anche sotto ring.
Yeah. But he would have already used it by now.
Maybe no.
If it's ring for a draw, I'm walking out of here. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna walk out of the house and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
Okay. So summon's good. Battle phase, swing in. Is that game?
GG.
probably he's right.
No, man.
Is that GG's?
No.
Premature?
Okay.
No. Come on.
James Ark
Yeah.
taking
That was a
out
game.
4 players.
James Ark is on a tear, folks. Shout out to James Ark. We take those. USA. Somebody better put this man out of this thing. Somebody better do it.
So now it's who is it for Italy? Reclair?
Reclair.
Yeah.
Oh man, GG's to both competitors.
Like now the game is tough. We are bringing in our world champion.
Oh man. So ironically enough, James Ark was the highest competing person for the worlds for US last year. So he's technically our US champion. Ric Flair won the whole thing, so he's technically your world champion Italy's national champion as well. So if anyone can do it, whatever James Ark just did. Technically, Ric Flair should theoretically be able to do the same thing and kind of go on a big run. I think, but anything can happen.
Yeah, that level 2 was too weak. A Blade Knight in that spot would have been much better, but like you can't always have everything, and so that's fine. We will see now when they are going to. Probably James Ark needs a 2 minutes rest now before going into
Yeah, I
the
would.
match.
Going a brief intermission while Ric
so
Flair gets ready.
Drink some fresh water, go maybe to the toilet, and I would probably need also a shower at this point if I was James Ark. So
Just take a mental
James Ark
break
in a really good spot. So now it's really difficult for Italy to come back. Like Reclair needs to win like 2-3 matches in a row and then we have at
just to get it
last
close.
Gabriele.
Last Gabriele, yes. Mr. Man.
Game 3.
Mr. Man is good too. This is tough. This is a tough spot.
I was more positive on game 3, seeing how the game started. Like no amazing starts by neither the player, like no Pot of Greed, no Charity, no Delinquent Duo. And with that knock on the spies, Blade Knight, he was pushing for big damage. I thought could have been game for us, but
that was one. Yeah, that was.
I think the mono Persolem judgment really made it. Because if he didn't draw on that, it would have probably been far different.
Yes, because he would have a Kaiku, he would have
he
more
draw
damage.
he draw like all the Chaos Monster like all
Back
the
to
way
back.
in.
And they're all alive.
They would have been
Chaos got live
bricks.
so fast.
Yeah, they would have been bricks.
Yeah, but on the other side, Juve drew that Blade Knight in the moment he needed that Blade Knight. So like you can't say it was all luck because luck was on both sides. So that's the game how it is. I think it's been a nice match. Game 2 was amazing. And game 3 it's just how the game goes.
I like it.
Let's see
it's
comments
tough.
from the chat. How do we see them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where we were. Why not Rota MP2? Because he would go to 2 cards in hand and you would have a 1600 blade and not a 2k. So it's okay to leave it set.
There was also a chance that Deathbreaker would have just taken the Jar of Greed. So
Also, if it wasn't a breaker, like mind game, you're playing against 3 set cards instead of 2. So
Mm-hmm.
also, like, he needed to set that to have a 2k monster. He wanted that 2k to attack, and after you choose to go for a 2k Blade Knight, you have no point to add a monster. One, because you're making Blade Knight go back to 1/6, and second, because you're adding a monster without needing to respond to a situation. You prefer to keep the rota, see what the play is, and then choose if you need a Sasuke, if you need an Exile, if you need a Zaluk. I don't know if he was playing Zaluk. If you need another Blade Knight. Adding a monster when you don't need the monster, what are you going to add? Like, maybe a DDVL, maybe an Exile, because probably you are going to need
Mm-hmm.
that. But maybe next turn you needed a Sasuke to face a Spirit Reaper, to face a Spy. Well, Spy was knocked, but like, you want to keep that rota reinforcement to add what you need to add. You don't want to play it random to add what you think it's more probably you're going to need, and then regretting you added the wrong monster. So I think it was the correct play to keep it set.
You might be right, man. Like I said, I can't call what people should and shouldn't do, but that attack that James Ark made with the Slork, I think that was definitely the right call over the banish attack for the win.
That was an easy call.
Especially with Mirror Force being gone already.
No, guarda che ho appena letto.
Okay.
Yeah, Team USA it's going advantaged on the pool today.
Well, at this point, it really is.
It's tough. It's gonna be tough, but anything can happen. Like I said, you have a world champion player that is in Rick Lair, and you have Mr. Man, who is a high level player as well. Anything can happen. Whatever James Ark just did, those other two, Rick Lair and Mr. Man, can do the same thing essentially.
Rick Lair,
So anything can happen, but it's gonna be extremely difficult to do. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. So Rick Lair is coming up.
But I think
It's
Rick Lair is like kind of a lot. He doesn't play God format, isn't it? Like, he's a great player. He has great skills. He knows the format really well. He is the 2020 God format champion. But I think it's like almost a year. I don't see him playing events. So this could
Not a year, I would say, until last World Champion.
last World champion.
No.
So obviously you don't forget how to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
he played Rick Lair played in GFC that just happened.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
He was there. Yeah, he played GFC and he played. Did he play FLC too? I don't know if he played in FLC, but I know he was in GFC that just the last GFC 16, and he made it pretty far too. He didn't he didn't go to or anything
well,
like that.
we hope so. He's back in job.
Yeah. But is he coming? Have we made contact with him?
Yeah, I said it's ready.
Oh, he's ready. Okay. Is James ready? Red corner, are you ready? Blue corner, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble. I
And
get super
also,
at, man. You
Rick
can't be
Lair
doing that.
is not only like it's very known for good format. He's a great good format player, but in Italy he was a really strong player also in retro formats. I remember him like consistently topping nationals in like 2010 2011 period. He used to be a great Xaver player. He used to be a plant player. Like, he played really well, topping I think some YCS, topping I'm sure about nationals. He was a really known player in Italy back in the day. I don't know if he used to play the original God format, but for sure, like that Edison format, that plant format, Saber Blackwing format, Rick Lair was a really good player in that period.
All right. So I see Rick Lair. He's got it hosting up. We're just waiting on James Ark to finish a
Yeah.
completely
he
authorized
deserves a
break that he
break.
needed after that long grindy match with Juve. And shout out to Juve again. Very fantastic duelist as well. Great match. And then we'll do it like that. So we got. Let me get make sure the password. I can remember that. My brain is. There we go. Sick.
Non mi la posto poi. There are no rated matches.
I don't know.
Kinda strange.
No, we have reinsert. Waiting for Rick Lair.
Oh, okay, perfect. Smart ass.
Unless he's not playing with Rick Lair.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wow, they're saying Ric Flair topped YCS in London in 2014 with Shadal's.
Okay.
Yeah, let me show. Let me show. He has.
I don't know what a Shadal is.
Cherry.
But I have no clue what that is. I need to learn some stuff. Somebody got to teach me.
Is like head format.
I just don't know what that is.
World
I got nothing for
champion,
it.
Obelisk 4, second format library, top 4 format library 13, top 8 GoatFormat.com championship 6, and top 32 national with Burning Abyss at 2016. Then 2015. Then top 16 on with Shadow 2014. So it was in December, this one. November, December.
So,
yes. Top 64 European Championship with Dragon
London
Ruler.
was September, I believe, after summer. It was the first YCS with Dueling, I believe.
Okay, could be. Top 64 National Championship, top 16 Italian Cup 2012, top 4 National Championship 2011, top 32 YCS
I
Paris
remember him being a
2011,
great Summer player.
Italian Summer
As I said
Cup
before.
final winner with Lightsworn in 2009. Crazy man.
That's nuts.
That's nuts.
I know what like one of those things are. I need to learn how to play other formats. I only know how to play GOAT format barely, and I need to branch out and start learning some of this
What
stuff.
formats did you play that when they were alive, like when they were advanced? What did you play? What period?
No, when I played when the game first came out. So I played from 2002 all the way up to 2006. Like
Wow.
when whatever set that was that Cyber Dragon came out the first time. That's like when I stopped playing. Like Cyber Dragon came out, and I remember it being like another chase card, and I was like, man, I want to keep going, but life happened, and I had to move on and do other things, and I stopped
So
playing.
you stopped in 2005.
In good form.
I stopped in 2005 then, yeah. And
So
then
this is your last
I
format,
left.
basically. It's nice.
This is it. This is all I've ever known, and the game just kept going. And I'll watch some stuff, with SEMO, and I'll watch the history stuff, and it just seems really cool, man. Like all the different things that happened after, and I missed out on all that. So
there are a lot of very nice.
I'm a huge fan of Yugioh history, like from the beginning until 2014. Then I started.
15 also. 16 Monarch.
Yes, but like I went back seeing tops and deck
Yeah.
lists all from. I think like 2009, 2010. It was like huge period for Yugioh when it really started to get like amazing cards out. Dark Army Dragon, Light Swarms, like when the archetypes were like a thing. Yeah, they were also like back in 2007, like Monarch was a kind of archetype, 6 suns.
Yeah, but it was not more
Yeah.
about the archetype, more about
6
the...
Samurais were like the first archetype came out, I think, in late 2007. Then in 2008, Gladiator Beast was another really strong. Then Black Wings, and then they started to like the competitive decks were archetype decks. Before it was like the best cards you put, like good format, you get the best cards and you put them together. Like Warrior is not an archetype, it's like the best Warrior cards, you put them together. Chaos is not an archetype.
It's more about attributes type.
Yes, like combination of good cards. Later the game started to focus on archetypes, and like the only decks I can think about now that were strong and weren't archetypes were like plants. Synchro Plants was like a mashup of good cards, like
Also anti-meta stuff all
Yeah.
the way today.
Stuff.
It's like
And,
not an archetype.
like Rescue Rabbit wasn't an archetype, it was
Yeah.
a strong card, and all the other cards make for one
The
strategy.
synergies, yes.
But other than that, I think most of the decks were archetypes.
Dolls are fun, absolutely, absolutely. Dolls are fun, and it was even funnier when
I think they just went in. I think they're in. Hold up.
they're in. I cannot see them.
I think
I see them. Okay.
all right.
Okay. They are playing, so
Coming.
the pastor is Don't Spy Me, number 92, maybe. I don't know the pastor, so I think they can start whenever you want. Whenever
wait.
you want,
Yeah, write it, but don't
Yes, sir.
send it yet.
you can start whenever you
Yeah.
want.
Go.
fire it away. All right, so we're back in.
Whenever
Woo! After a much needed break. Shout out to
Here
the
we
stream.
go.
Everybody's hanging out with us.
It's me.
Let's go.
Let's
So
go.
now James Ark
That's it.
continues this magnificent
you
run.
can start.
It is now 4-1, but we got Rick Lair in the house. Go Format 2020 World Champion. If you were hanging out on the stream, you kind of heard all the accolades. Amazing Yu-Gi-Oh player in a multitude of different formats as well. Number one worlds, or we won the world championship. I expect this to be a good game. Maybe he can stop the juggernaut in motion right now with James Ark going on a complete tear through all of Italy, taking the full tour of Italy right now, and maybe we can put it to an end.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Finally!
So we won a dice roll.
Okay, so James Ark finally loses the rock paper scissors. That's the first time in all these
First time
in all these games.
in
so
all
far.
the tournament, even Matt lose the dice roll, I think, against Lucas. So crazy.
Okay,
Oh, and he
that's
comes
it.
out with
That's
the product
our
grade.
world champion.
That's a start.
Let's go for it.
And now,
Charity. Then the Lincoln Duo.
And then the Thunder
And then
Dragon.
confiscation, and then
And then
Okay.
ask yourself
Oh
why
man!
this guy
Oh,
is a
Italy's
world
getting
champion.
hyped. Italy's getting hyped. Oh, so we got this is the opening right here.
Woo! Let's go.
Mamma Mia!
I didn't say that. That wasn't me. That was not me. That was not me.
JD,
Yep.
JD.
Yes,
I see some prejudices right there.
that's not me. I didn't say that. That wasn't me. I didn't do that.
Man, come on.
So
That's you. That's you. I didn't do that.
Solemn.
Oh man, that was a crazy opening. All right, so he comes on. He sets a whole situation with setting one. Okay, but James Ark snaps back with his own Thunder Dragon.
Imagine that Divine Breath now.
Oh man,
Would be wow.
adding 2 to the hand. Brings down the spy. And just swings in. Showing some aggression. Hitting into the Tsukiyomi.
And he's setting it back probably.
Yeah.
Takes 14. And Tsukiyomi just go ahead and buries itself and keeps it going. Oh, man. And then an M phase MST coming out of there. Hitting that Mirror Force.
Crazy, man.
World champion Ric Flair go ahead and grabs that Sinister Serpent. Goes into an Upstart Goblin.
Let's go, Rick.
Into a Jar of Greed.
You can't ask
Getting another
much
card.
more from that opening, but a Magician of Fate would have been great.
Yeah.
James Ark going peels one up. And then
Good, man.
we got the Tsukiyomi on the field. Wow, look at that graveyard. Okay, that's a pretty good situation for Ric Flair. I'm not feeling too bad about that if I'm him.
Man, come on. There's nothing.
I kind of feel like when I was watching like the soccer, Europeans this year, like England against Italy at the penalty kicks, I was like, what's going to happen? And that's the same feeling now.
All right, Graveyard Spy go ahead and hits into the Magician
That's
of Faith.
it.
So there was a Magician of Faith getting back to
maybe
Grace
he
with
had it and
Charity.
he wanted to bait it back.
Yeah, most probably.
Let's go for.
And then James going throws it back over to Ric Flair.
Go figure out the whole stuff. Check. I think.
Ric Flair's going to go ahead and standby phase,
Nice.
Regeki break, getting that Serpent back, going right into main phase 1, ripping that Grace of Charity.
One thing I think it's very important to notice that some maybe new player would say is that, well, starting first gives you a huge advantage, and that's true, but it's even more like huge advantage when the players are so good, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
When they
Especially
have-
and you're drawing well, and he snatched still into the spy, and then now you can flip that spy and get another spy.
And
That's
get
a
another spy,
man.
yes.
That's a power play right there. That's rough. That's rough. I don't like that for me. That doesn't feel good, man. All right, so James Ark just tanks all that, and Tsukiyomi gets to go ahead and go back to the hand, and then another set. Man. All right, James Ark one throws into main phase 1 and hits him with the card destruction. Will this be able to bait a Solemn Judgment here? I would almost want to play it. Yeah, so Solemn Judgment comes out because he's got those Thunder Dragons in hand.
Okay, like if you have 5 set, you can probably destroy most of the cards he's gonna play. So like negate them.
But that was bait.
Yeah.
So he double Solemn Judgment. So he's down to 2,000 now. So he played both the Solemn Judgments. So now the life points are going to become a factor. Pretty low for Ric Flair. He's in ring range. Flipping the Magician of Faith to get back another Grace of Charity.
That's our world champion.
That's our world champion.
Another Grace of Charity into a Nobleman cross out.
Let's go.
Banishing the rest of the spies, man. I think that was a pretty good world champion level move to kind of clear your deck to not draw another spy if you read that was a spy. Going Rift the Graceful, drawing 3, sending out the Serpent again, and the Heavy Storm. Okay.
Well, it doesn't need it, probably. It's not... Also, like, we saw that James is playing traps, but not that many, you know, so...
In mano c'è 2 draghi.
Lui?
Another Jar of Greed.
L'altro sì.
Sì, l'altro.
Sì, sì, sì.
Ah, buono.
E per quello non gli ho fatto fare card destruction. Perché voleva dire che aveva 3 carte e un solo caos tortabile. Ci stava. Cioè, e oltretutto se non era BLS poteva toglierlo, capito? Cioè poteva lasciarglielo e il problema era risolvere di nuovo Mo. We are saying that...
He just takes all that damage right away.
Yeah.
And then into Delinquent Duo as well. Man, so James is in a very tough spot. This is not a good spot for James Ark. Ring of Destruction for game. Can we get a win? Is there Book of Moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He had it.
So maybe he wouldn't have done the
would that just set? Okay, yeah, he had it set already. He had to give it
Yeah,
a
well,
set,
but I think he wouldn't have activated Delinquent
Yeah,
Duo.
it
Come
was.
on.
That's right. Breaker comes down
But
one
now
turn
he's still
too
under-
late. I don't like how late he is here.
Okay,
It's GG.
Okay, that's it.
Well, this game was... Yeah.
I don't like to see that coming out so late like that. That's rough. You know. All right, but hey, you know what? We don't give up around here. That was game 1.
This was game 1.
The world champion came on, got some of that world champion luck. You know what I'm saying? Not luck, but that was a phenomenal opening. That was a very spectacular opening. And you gotta play the cards, as you know. But I mean, if you give someone like Ric Flair on his level that kind of firepower, it's gonna be tough to do anything about that. So you gotta take your hits. We take those. But now James Ark gets to go first, and he's got some time to side deck, and maybe we can get some clap back.
Yeah, maybe he can just do the same exactly thing.
the same exact thing again. It could happen.
Vediamo quella lunga. We will see. Only time will tell us.
Lascia stare questo.
Perché?
Come perché?
Rickler is giving us some hope right now.
You never give up. Never give up.
Never give up. If he does draw always like this, we are okay. We will see. We will see.
And Ric Flair says, "I got an insane opening." It happens though. That happens like that. Sometimes we've all had it.
Yeah,
got Thunder Dragon coming down. Thunder Dragon Charity right away. Can we see it?
Let's see. Let's see.
That's it. Nothing but going set one,
Okay,
set
so
two,
strong
set three.
opening, but not so crazy.
Into the
Strong
dusty
opening,
dust
that's
chute.
it. Well, okay, we are going to.
Oh yeah, shout out to the world champ. He go ahead and banish it for the viewers at home.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. We got Upstart, Solemn Judgment, Nobleman to Cross Out, Jar of Greed, Chaos
Ghetto.
Sorcerer, and
Mr.
Koichi. Koichi's getting
Go
thrown back into the deck there.
Upstart.
Yes, Upstart and Jar are really strong against Dustshot.
Yeah, absolutely.
They give
'Cause
you 2 cards and he doesn't know. Like, he avoids the opponent from having all that knowledge.
in the end, James will know only if there's a Solemn Judgment set and if there's like the Chaos Sorcerer in the end. Because right now he's gonna play 3 cards. And all those 3 are gonna be useful, you know.
The Regina is better called. It is important.
So we will see. Sword Jar, no, it's not done. Solemn.
Oh
Upstart.
yeah.
Upstart coming down.
Regular needs to find like the Goichi or something to start getting card advantage. Oh,
Spirit
Oh, yeah.
Reaper.
Wow,
Oh my
it's big.
goodness.
But is it that good if he has 2?
It's, ugh.
well, you have to try, I believe. He's a world champion.
Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon, let's go. We
Oh,
take those.
yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's one. It's one less. It's one less.
I'm fine with that.
card.
I'm
It's
fine
one
with that.
less
I'm fine with
card in
that.
Come
hand.
on.
MSC is going to go ahead and clear off the second set. Game. Gamesmanship.
Big,
okay.
Very big.
Fairly confident that is a Jar of Greed that is set right now. Hitting that Solemn Judgment was big.
Due carte di Regina, giusto? Non 3. No, 2 sorcerer, però peccato. Non 3 comunque, per più Chaos Sorcerer.
No.
Sì.
Lui quante carte? Lui ha-
Adesso peschiamo.
He has
Lui non
one.
ha niente. Lui ha un Thunder Dragon.
We know what.
Okay, so we are calculating what are
we
the
know, what is
yeah,
knowledge.
what do we know?
All right, Mind Control comes down. Go ahead and clears that Spirit Reaper.
Blow off.
Yes. Jar.
All right, Jar of Greed.
I decided in. Let's go for it.
Italian match. This one is risky because if that's a off, he could take advantage of mind control. Sangan on Thunder Dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's in a kind of like, I think, equal situation. Like, depends what the set cards is, but
because he knows what James
yeah,
knows
Jinzo
what
has knowledge of the cards.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As
That's a good great. Oh, Solemn Judgment on the Graceful.
Judgment. Nice.
4,000
war
there.
champion.
All right, Thunder Dragon comes in, hits into the Koichi, into the Delinquent Duo.
Oh,
That's called
very
tactics.
bad.
That's called tactics. All right, and yes,
Whoa!
let's go. We take those. Let's go.
Oh,
We take those. That's tactics, baby. Next level strats. Upstart. Giving James 1,000. Thunder Dragon bearing down on the 1 set. Nobleman to cross out.
Come on.
On the Magician of Fate. Big hit.
That was strong. If you... Però non bisogna proprio scambiare l'essere, parecchio.
Non ci basta però. Serve Pog.
Il mano è già sinistra lui. Sì.
Penso che ci
We
possa-
take those.
No, voglio vedere se sinistra c'è solo.
No, ce l'hai.
Lui ce l'ha in mano.
Ok, so sinistra in hand.
I mean, it's not completely off because like James has no plays right now. Like even right now, if he didn't draw onto that Nobleman, he couldn't have done anything else. Like, oh yeah, there were other plays, but
I
like,
pass. Just pass.
Is that GG's?
Yeah, if he has a monster.
if he has a monster,
No, okay, it's not GG.
Oh, okay. We taking 16. All right. Rick Lair Chaos, the World Champions Chaos being completely turned off here as well. There's no light in the graveyard. Going sets and sets. Throws back over to James. James going punches in, hitting the Tsukiyomi, setting the Thunder Dragon. as you might see. 800. Let's go. James is thinking here, trying to set another web of deception for the champion. See if he can stumble him a little bit more. Pass back over to Ric Flair. Into Jar Gree. Okay, Jar Gree is going to get another card. Sets it up. Sets one, sets two. Throws it back over to James. Man, this is some. Man, I'm still sick. That duo play was nuts.
That was really strong, that delinquent.
Yeah, but the knock after
Also
all
knock after.
was even worse. Like, però cosa fai? Non gli neghi la charity. Ci sta.
All right, James Ark thinking. 87 to 800.
Reminds me of yesterday game with Young Sexy. Do you remember?
Yeah. Flips that Thunder Dragon back. I wonder what that set card. Oh, he's going for game. Solemn Judgment on the drive.
Nice.
So I'm flipping. Yeah, I'm flipping that. And then.
Draw one. 100 LP remaining.
But
Let's see.
Yeah, it's like in the cartoon.
Yeah, Yugioh! Yeah.
We take those. He just scooped it up. He just scooped it up.
That was a hard one.
Woo! Shout out. Oh my goodness. Man, what a game. Shout out James Ark, man. He played that one too. That was a tough one. I think that duo hitting that Great Cherry and Chaos Horse was pretty much.
The duo was crazy. But I would say that
good
the
back
top
and
deck
forth.
on Nobleman changed totally the game, man. Because without that Nobleman, he would have attacked. Ric Flair would have taken back a spell and would have changed the game. But yes,
Absolutely.
it's just how it works.
we will see if Ric Flair can have a great start again, or if he doesn't.
Whew.
Let's
Man.
see the comments.
I'm so glad I'm not playing. This would have stressed me all the way out right here trying to do this.
Pay to win is Jerry Uomo Fagiolo.
The buzzword.
Didn't get it.
Man.
Wow. I love you, Sapo.
By the way, whoever wins, it's been crazy. Like, it's very
Oh,
nice
it's
to
been
see
crazy.
these high level games and plays over and over and over. It's crazy good, crazy nice.
Triple Underground.
Stop. We're not. We said Ric Flair just opened Triple Thunder Dragon?
Dragons, I believe it.
Man, come on.
Alright, here we go. So this is going to be a
Storm on double.
Delinquent Duo. Delinquent Duo.
Oh, come on,
And Supersonic
JD.
Greed. Let's go. We take those. Thunder Dragon. We take those too. Let's go. He got two. Graceful. We take those. Let's go. Let's go.
It's the game.
Oh, he's thinking about it though.
He
Are you gonna go $4,000 off the bat?
No, it makes little to no sense to negate it first. Unless you have a great setup.
Duo. Nah. So he's thinking here. James Dark thinking a little bit. Trying to figure out how to put it together. What could he be thinking about, I wonder?
Well, he has.
Well, tons of things, man. He has 7 cards in
What
it.
do you think about here?
I just got that.
Yes.
Do it under.
Anche dopo questo vado a casa.
Vabbè. Scusa,
Poi le 5
basta dormire, domani vado a lavorare qua.
All right.
Ok, l'ho messo per te il letto.
James going to comes down with the spy again and just starts
Swing.
battling. Aggression. And Rick just has to go and eat that, bring it down to 68. Sets 1, sets 2, throws it over to Rick, but MST and
Nice.
Infe hitting that dust shoot. Ooh, that was a good hit. That dust shoot would have been pretty strong there.
Yeah. As it was the one before. So.
All right, so he goes in, Thunder Dragons up. Adding 1, adding 2. Breaker coming down. Let's see. One breaks. Thinking about it, which is a good indicator. It's either a ring or a Book of Moon or maybe a Regeki break. One of those three.
Tempo se non tempo.
Non ho visto il... Sono perso un po' cosa succede.
Tifoni in hand.
Regeki break comes out. Discarding Regeki break, hitting the breaker.
Jarograde.
Jargrade.
Te me lo guardi, tre. Conosciamo i tanti,
No.
Turno nostro?
Sì.
Dai, provato.
Ma già sammonato.
Ho già sommato.
Cosa siamo nati?
Breaker.
Ci sei
Le
preso.
vado
Ok.
a scartare Regeki con Regeki.
Buono.
Buono.
Ma come stai giocando?
Going sets up 2 more. Throws back over to James Ark. James Ark with the spy.
Ci ha annullato il vantaggio.
In attack mode.
Anzi,
Bearing down.
è andato in più 1. Più 2 considerando il draw.
8 considerando che...
Vabbè, in più.
Questi fra 8 turni.
Ah, ci sta.
Sì, sì.
Dipende come sai giocare qua.
Oh man, JD. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh,
Ring of
It's a
Destruction
ring?
on the spy. Okay.
that was smart. We like that.
That's fine.
They still got to deal with this 1100 coming down.
That's fine.
And he's going to take it.
Yeah.
Nice.
No card in the field.
Now you can set, and he has one dead card in the end. Because it's the
All
Tsukuyomi.
right.
It's a dead card.
Yes.
Or in
Yeah, no.
Nobleman comes down.
I call that.
Yeah,
Deco
it's the
H.
Dekoichi.
Big.
Questo arc c'è una dei...
Sangan. That's a clean 1,000. It's not a lot you can do about Sangan coming down, putting pressure on you. That's the cleanest 1,000 you're going to get most times.
Cesso di...
Rick goes and draw, gets the upstart.
Ok. Togli questo, dai.
And sets, throws back over to
Warrior.
into Pot of Greed.
Oh my god.
He's getting back all the luck that Rickler had in game 1.
Absolutely.
Like, Rickler didn't need all that luck in game 1. He could have saved some for game 2.
I agree.
Spread
A couple of
it out a
cards,
little
like,
bit over time.
Not all of them, but
I mean, they're almost halfway through, so I expect a lot of these cards to be showing up. James Ark's already at 22 in. Go ahead and flips the Sangan down.
flipping face up.
Back up again. Thinking a little bit.
Let's see.
See what it is.
It's a
Swings in with the
spy.
Sangan. Interesting.
Okay.
It is Magician of Faith.
Nice.
Getting back the Upstart Goblin. Hitting in for 1,100, maybe. And he takes that too. So life points are getting incredibly low into a delinquent duo of the tactics.
Bot duo.
Again.
Yeah, very big.
Didn't you start with your charity as well?
Okay.
Hitting the Upstart, hitting the Thunder Dragon, and passing.
Finish.
Ma tanto l'aveva già attivato, sì.
Hear me. Let's finish.
Jargree. Okay. Sets 2, throws back over to James.
Bluff.
All
We
right,
need
so James is in a
monsters,
pretty good spot, a pretty commanding spot here,
Yeah.
and more pressure is coming on. Summon is good. Battle, he just Regeki breaks the tribe and
1,000.
takes 1,000.
I'm not seeing
That could have been
this
game right there.
very well.
Poi togli l'audio. Parlo e andiamo.
Tsukiyomi again. Flipping back the Sangan.
I'm not seeing this going well for us.
Oh no. Oh. All right.
Io con Zoom mi è scoppiato.
Summon is a summon good? Sork coming down in attack mode. Solemn Judgment on the Sork.
This is kind of curious what he's going to do now. GG. No way, man. That's Arc getting rid of 5 Italian players.
Oh no. Oh
Unbelievable.
no.
Stunning.
Here we
James
go!
Arc. Now Gabriele needs to do the impossible.
If Gabriella can pull this off, he will go down as the greatest player to ever play this game. I don't know how this. I don't think this is possible. Statistically,
it's really difficult.
James, I don't, and the run James Arc has been on, it can't be, it can't be
man,
denied.
I mean,
Dueling.
it's
Yeah.
been like, there's nothing to say. Like,
Like,
it's been good, yes, but also luck. Like,
I will cry all the night.
I mean,
too big, too big, man. Nothing.
oh
to do.
man,
Yeah, well, it's a game.
It's
you know?
a game, but
it is.
Still.
Oh man. I'm happy. I'm happy for my boys. I want to celebrate, but I don't want to see a complete domination by James Arc. I knew this was possible. It could have been either way. I see a world where young sexy can do the same thing, where Matt Uber obviously can go through the whole thing too, just based on how powerful his deck is. But this is definitely a possibility. I'm sure the Italian team mentioned this when they were talking about doing this event. James Arc's no slouch, man. He knows how to play real good. And if you're drawing well too, that helps.
yes, well, that's sure anyone could have done probably this result. Like, if you think about the result, like, James Arc is now sitting on 4-0. Like, it's not so impressive, like the 4-0, because it's like you win a local, but if you think you're playing against these players, the result then is really impressive. Because, like, you're playing almost same level players. Yes, maybe someone can be a little better than another one, someone can draw better cards, but it's a very high level, and making 4 wins in a row at this level, it's huge. As you say,
It's huge. Because if you think about it, like some of the major events are only 6 rounds, 7 rounds a lot of times, and you're not playing against the top ranked players.
Yeah.
James Arc just went through some of the best players of the whole game in a rapid succession, like in a short amount of time. So that's 5. 5 in a row is basically a GFC or a FLC sometimes on the smaller ones.
Yes, because if you stay in the winner side, in the winner bracket, with like you're already almost to
and
the
also but when you're doing that is what I'm saying, if you play a GFC or or a GCI or a FLC or something like that, one of the major GOAT format events, and you're on the winner's side, winning 5 straight will probably put you into the winners finals. And you're not playing against the top players of the game in all those matches. You're playing against some, lower ranking person.
Yeah, you always
newer people
find
to the
like
game a lot of time.
someone that's not at your level. Maybe someone is playing for the first time. Like Patrick's
Right,
gone.
a few of
I don't
a few
know
of
why
those
the
rounds.
mouse is not going.
So
He will be
is
back
it?
soon. Number mouse.
Are they started? Have they jumped in?
Devi attaccare qua forse.
No, devi spostarlo.
Did they start?
Let me
Okay.
see it.
Oh, I think so. We got Mr. Man coming up, trying to do
Mr.
the impossible, trying to do something that I don't think.
Scrivi. One
And
second.
me personally, as the American player, I think it's.
Sì, credo di sì.
I'm pretty sure Team USA is already in the locker room popping bottles already. They've
Yeah,
already started
yeah,
celebrating.
that's
I think so.
Well, now we have Gabriele.
Something
It's like Gabriele. It's a really chill guy. He used to play like always. Yeah, he always played like control decks. I
Yes.
think he won our GOAT Format Championship number 2 with GOAT Control. He won our GOAT Championship number 5 with GOAT Control and Chaos Control. And in both events, he ended up with a 9-1 score. So 9 wins and 1 lose. He doesn't play much online, but he's a really solid player in real life. He also won some minor events online that we hosted a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But he's a solid player. He's not like so much in the game as Young Sexy is or as Juve is. He doesn't play all the events. Also because unfortunately he works on the weekends, so he never has the time to play online. But in real life, he's solid. I mean, like on 5 events we organized, he won 2. Like a lot of players here in Italy maybe topped 2 events. Someone maybe topped 3, I don't know. But
3, I don't think so.
Winning 2 events, going up to the end, all the pressure, reaching like 10 o'clock in the evening that you're playing since 9 o'clock in the morning, and winning also the final for 2 times with a 9-1 score. I think it's impressive. But in the other side we have James Ark.
That is
already,
5-0.
already showed us what he's capable of. So
Yeah, James Ark is on his Thanos type action right now. He's on some Thanos mission, man. He's gonna you gotta get out there and stop him. You can't And then so just say if Mr. May could come out and do something crazy like beat James Ark right now, he's got to turn around and then beat Ivan, and then he's got to turn around and then beat LeBounty, and then he's got to turn around and then beat Anthony Alvarado. And then he's got to turn. I don't see it, man. I'm not trying to cast doubt on your guys' team or make anything like. That's gonna be.
it's really difficult.
really
I'm
difficult
asking
to
you
do.
a question, JD. I want to know your opinion. Do you think that if the position was different, James Ark was more down the line, we would have seen some different outcome?
I don't know the matchups.
I don't know. That I don't know because, like I said, it could go. I can see a world where Matt Uber 6-0 all the way down.
Yeah.
I can see that easily, just because of the way his deck's set up. I can see a world where Young Sexy can take out 4 of American players. I could see it because just the way the cards come out and the way the games are played, and that's just how it is, man. I can see LeBounty. I can see anyone beating anyone. Maybe next event we could do the like 5 like a 5v5 and each person plays each person, and then you take the winner of who won the most rounds or something like that, which is what we're talking about doing in the Go Format War League. So check that out. If you're not already a member of the Go Format War League Discord, make sure you jump on in there, find you a team. We're going to start it up very soon. We're almost at we're getting the finalization of how it's going to look together, and we're going to put that out for the world to see. GoFormat.com or GoFormat Championship. What am I talking about? Go Format War League.
War League.
It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
War League. Go Format War League.
Let's see the
There you
fun
go.
fact
There.
of this. This was like a like it
For
was
fun.
It was like a war between I believe tell me if I'm wrong, James Ark and Ludovico Rizzo.
Yes.
I think
That's right.
James Ark proved who is the best. So up to now.
Yeah, because James Ark has been. This is something that he's been doing for quite some time, trying to challenge the Italian players, because there were talks. There has been talks, because Italy is, as you know, you guys are at the forefront of a lot of GOAT format innovation, and a lot of new things that are happening happen in Italy first. A lot of times, some of the times, and a lot of people think that Italy has the best GOAT format players, and America was like, hey, we got some players over here too, and we very well might be the best. And it's a good. I mean, this doesn't count for all of it. This is just something that we want to do, like a good, way to just have some fun and bring more eyes into the game and show people what we're doing. But
in the end, it's funny that the captain of the team went all the way through. So it's going all the way through.
You're breaking up. You're turning into a robot. I don't know if you can hear me. Robot. Check.
Do you hear us?
You guys are coming in very broken and choppy. Maybe I'm choppy too. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you well. Hear you. The connection is fine. They say, at least.
All right, I hear you. I hear you now. You're coming in clear now. All right. Yeah. So do we have an ETA on Mr. Men, or when he's gonna show up, so we can get this thing?
We are reading something, maybe.
I'm reading right now. Give me one second.
I think the players are getting sorry on if they want to play now. I don't know if they want to play another day, or it's kind of possible to do one game, honestly, but I mean one match. But I don't know if the players want to do it now, or they're getting.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, okay. They are deciding for another day, since Mr. Man tomorrow needs to work. So.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
getting pretty late. Because he doesn't wake up at 8 like our office boys. He wakes up.
Inside.
I wake up at 7.
Yeah, you don't wake up at 7, man.
Yes, you have to.
Come on, you live here, man.
I wake up at 7 to go in office at.
Yeah, he needs to brush his hair every morning. It's not like.
Okay, so he's an office guy. He works in the office.
Yeah.
Well, he can just do it from the office. At some point we'll figure it out. Do it from the office. All right. Well, I mean,
I think they're gonna do it on Saturday morning, if I got it correctly.
Okay.
Wait, isn't
Saturday morning for Americans?
Free. I'm trying to understand. Let's see. They didn't remember the 3v3, I think. I reminded them right now. Well, by the way, they're not playing tonight, so I would say thanks, chat, for staying with us. Unfortunately, Italy got the worst out of it, but it just happens. Next time we will get it back, I think. Right? We still have chances.
I will play next time.
It's not over. It's not over till it's over.
Over yet, absolutely.
It's not over until it's done. But it's not looking good, and we can do another match again, back to back. We can run it back. America has more American players that you didn't even get a chance to see. I'm sure Italy has more Italian players that we didn't get a chance to see. So I'm sure they'll be all for a revenge match.
No, not revenge. Come on, not revenge.
It's not over. Not revenge.
How do you say it?
Rematch.
A rematch, yes. Something more simple, not revenge. Come on, it's. I think there was a lot of respect between the players.
You get revenge in your rematch. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, and Canada. Oh my goodness! I'm reading the chat. We got Moxie's in the house. Shout out to Moxie's.
Hi,
player of the game. Moxie's is calling out USA, and I don't think Moxie's wants that action either. I don't know. Moxie might have to get through UK first.
There are very good players in Canada, so.
Okay, so we'll see. So we'll see. We'll set something up. We got a whole war that's happening. Canada wants to get in. UK wants to get in. Italy obviously wants to be in. We can get Europe in there. We got everything. So we can figure
Germany
something out.
also has a couple of very strong players.
I think four at least. Four El Delinquent,
top level
Aleph,
players.
Geist. There
Oh,
were
that's
many.
Dale. Oh, Dale is called. Oh man, Dale's talking about Canada too. So Canada might need to be up next. I want to see Canada in here.
Yeah, there's Dale and Lazaro.
We
Both
can
of
see
them.
both Canada
Yeah,
against
Canada's the AJT, Moxies, Dale, Lazaro, IMG Z1, P-Tran.
P-Trans.
You know they got some.
Yes, absolutely.
They got some absolute.
They get a lot.
They got a stable over there. They got a stable in Canada, man, and if they can put that thing together, that might be a spectacle to see. You know, I don't know if we can set something up. We can figure it out. But that'll be the next one.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We're stopping the stream here. Thanks to JDZ. Check out his channel. It's in the description. So please be sure to check it out and subscribe to him. He is very good at what he's doing. He is helping the community. He's doing great videos. I check them out every time. You should do it as well. Thanks to JDZ for coming. Thanks to Thomas. Thanks to Stefano that had to go away. Thanks to all 12 the players, even if they didn't all play yet, and we don't know if they will all play. But thanks a lot, everyone. And see ya. As soon as we will know the dates, we're gonna let you know.
Thanks, Dale, for the shout out. Great job, streamers.
Thank you, Dale.
Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching too. Had a blast.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
And see ya. As soon as we know the date, we will put it out on Discord. So be sure also to check out Discord.
Also, just a little thing. I can talk for all three of us now. Like, we are not great players. We don't play often. So maybe we call some play wrong on the stream.
Exactly.
There are great players watching the stream. Dale, Moxie, a lot of them.
Anthony.
So we just hope you had fun with us. Like, we don't have the... we don't want to say we call always the right play. We don't want to say I think this. We just hope you had fun with us, and for sure you could call them better than what we did.
Yeah.
But
absolutely. And you bring up a great point. I just want to say that too. I want to caveat that before I leave. Like I know, and I'll say it all the time. If this is a spectator sport, I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
I feel crazy. Like if I'm watching two chess masters play chess, and I'm like, oh. You know, Nakamura, you should have did this, you should have did that. That's not my place because they got the skills, you know. They
if
know
we
what's
were the
going on,
masters, we will be there playing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was as good as these guys, I would be in these
I have the GoatCommunityITALIA shirt. If I was good, I would have been there. But I don't.
Yeah, I would be on the team if I was good enough to make these calls.
Exactly. So
you know, it's way easier to do it from the sideline.
Thanks for coming and have a great day. Night.
All right.
And see you soon.
Peace.
For the day 3 of the Clash of Titans Italy versus USA. Good night, guys. Good night.
Hey. Right.
Bomba,